You're listening to Band Practice with Matthew and Krebs. Rock out with your cock out.
Oh. Oh.
And Merry Christmas.
This is our Christmas episode. Hi.
And we're starting it early, which kind of sucks because...
Well, we're not starting early.
No.
We're starting it with Schnebley's wine.
The Coco Vino.
The Coco Vino. Today we have the Coco Vino, and it is absolutely delicious if you'd like to take a listen.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's good.
We're actually still unofficially brought to you by them.
Very unofficial.
Very unofficially. But we love that place.
So who do we have today? We have me, Joey, or as I'm referred to here, Calero.
The senior executive producer.
Whatever you say. And we have the lovely Mike Sutton.
Sutton, yeah, okay. I was wondering when that was going to come back.
Oh, it has to come back. That's the only way I refer to you.
It's true.
I was going to say, I've never heard Joey say anything but Sutton.
Yeah. He's like, this guy just can't type. Doesn't know how to talk. Do you know how it's spelled? No, I know.
Okay.
You don't.
So, Christmas episode. So let's go around the table. Krebs, best Christmas gift you ever got.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think it's like the only thing I ever actually asked for that I got. I didn't care about it after till the next day, but it was called the Sidewinder. It was.
Oh, this sounds sexual in nature.
No, it's not. I think it was called Sidewinder. It was this game where you had to
Oh, it's a game, all right.
I was like 12 or 13.
Well, it's not your childhood isn't my problem.
that doesn't change a thing,
That was
dude.
your problem.
I mean, it's either that or the LSD I bought myself 4 years ago. I don't know. It's one or the other.
Is that a Christmas gift if you bought it for yourself?
Absolutely. 2 years ago, I bought myself a shirt and put it in my stocking.
And were you surprised when he pulled it out?
Well, my wife was.
I didn't fucking do that.
I was like, I put it there. She's looked at me like, what the fuck?
What is wrong with you, man?
I really wanted this.
You missed a great moment to say Santa.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right, so carry on with the Sidewinder. What is
It was this game that you had this marble and you had to move this thing back and forth to move it up into this hole, and it would drop a marble down and it would go into your opponent's thing. So the first one to have no marbles, as you're I don't know how to do it. You basically just had to get rid of all the marbles you had into your other opponent's little thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, wait, Crossfire?
I thought it was called Crossfire.
Not Crossfire.
Oh, it was the fucking Color Ridge edition. that shit was bootleg.
It had no guns on it like the Crossfire did because they don't
Oh,
want
it was non-violent.
They don't want to encourage guns.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that doesn't sound as good. You just drop them down a chute.
Well,
How old were you? How old were you?
11 or 12, I think.
Yeah, it was definitely a sexual device.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
All right, so
those are anal beads.
Best gift you ever got.
A bottle of gypsy tears.
What the fuck?
Hey, man, I've had a dicey past. I really don't know. Nothing that's podcast worthy. I mean, it's just stuff. I don't know. I'm going to take a hard pass for now while I think.
All right.
Anyone want to pick this up?
Sutton, what do you got? Best Christmas gift you ever got?
They're probably a pool cue.
Nice. Who gave it to you?
My mom, actually.
How old
Your
are you?
mom give you nice things?
I know, it's weird, right?
I thought you just takes them away.
And
What did she want in return?
good behavior, I guess. But I mean, I was at Peg's Pockets 3 times a week. I don't know why she decided to support
The irony
that somehow.
The irony is she probably thought that was going to keep you out of trouble, but she's never been to Peg's Pocket.
No, not at all.
Which is funny. It's why I know most of you people.
Half of them don't use pull cues. They just shoot at the balls. How about yourself?
I'm going to go ahead and say this year because my wife got me a Trumpy bear.
Oh, this is where this came from.
Dude, I just took a picture of that fucking thing. It's awesome.
So fucking sweet.
Ladies
It
and
is
gentlemen,
fucking hilarious. I have a Trumpy bear.
I have a very discontent-looking bear wearing a fucking toupee
Staring right
And an American flag.
staring right at you.
and the biggest American flag cape I have ever seen. just staring directly at me. He's not looking at Krebs. He's not looking at Mike. I feel very intimidated. I wish I didn't look over there.
All right, so how about
This
this?
is going to ruin the podcast for me.
Worst Christmas gift you ever got?
No, actually, I do have my best.
Well,
but
you have a
it's-
best? What is it?
Yeah,
Let's hear
yeah.
it.
My original,
Gypsy Tears?
yeah, the originals.
Blame too.
My first real drum set. My uncle got me a Mapex Pro M Series Special Edition kit, and that was for Christmas.
Nice.
And that kind of changed everything.
Oh, do you play drums or something?
No, but he did. But I had those, and they were great. Never played drums before in my life.
So you didn't play for this band called My Amends? No.
Yeah, I didn't. I did not play for a band called My Amends, nor did I tour, nor is my music featured on an episode of Workaholics. That's right. That's a fucking humble brag. Not humble.
That actually happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit.
Neither did I. Do you know how fucking weird that is to be watching a show and all of a sudden you're watching? All right, so if you're familiar with Workaholics, it's the episode where, oh my God, what are their names again? I just haven't watched it in a while.
It doesn't matter. Inconsequential.
All right, so fucking.
one.
Now I'm the one that's not remembering shit. Oh God damn it! I've become my own fucking demise.
Thing 1, thing 2, thing 3. Doesn't
Yes.
matter.
Okay. So thing 2 is hanging himself getting himself hung in the front yard and hanging by a tree. And while that's happening, I'm watching the show. The first time I watched it, I was laughing so fucking hard during that I couldn't tell. I didn't hear it. So I'm rewatching it with Shy, and in the middle of watching it, I'm just like, what? No, what? What? How the fuck? And I rewind it, turn it up. That's my fucking song. That's me. What the fuck is happening? And I'm like, dude, do you hear this? He's like, no, it's probably not. That's fucking me. I know what the fuck I did. And then, and sure as shit, I listened to it and they used one of our songs on the show, and it was really that moment, like in your head. It's really hard for your mind to put all that together when you don't know that happened, and you're watching a show that you love, and something that you love and did is there.
That's pretty awesome.
It was so weird. It was a fucking.
Do you get like
strange
royalties for it or anything?
feeling. Fuck no, I get nothing for nothing.
What about that? They were trying to use one of your songs for an ad. I remember. What happened to that? Do you remember?
Well, apparently everyone else in the world knows more about what happens to my music than me, so that wouldn't.
You told me about this. Like I'm getting the info from you.
What was the ad
I
going
don't
to
know.
be for?
I think it was a car commercial. I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
This is like 4 or 5 years ago, so I'm not quite.
Yeah, then it probably didn't happen, so hence, fucking. All right, let's go ahead and delete that. But yeah, that gift was that was my gift.
All right, so worst gift you ever got?
I don't think I ever like. I didn't record them. I don't know. Like I can
See, you're having the same problem I'm having.
but I can give you like okay. So like I don't know. Actually, no. I do have one. It was pants, and I'll explain this. So I got adopted when I was I think 8 or 9 years old, and so this is the first time I'm spending my Christmas with like the extended family who I haven't met yet, like aunts, uncles, grandparents. And mind you, I wasn't like family housebroken until like 10. So I've been in and out of orphanages and foster care, and just incredibly dysfunctional family. Like the first, like my first memory is watching my mother do lines of coke when I was 2. So like that's
Did you partake?
2. I don't think so.
Well, you were fucking up.
Or maybe
Just saying. Just saying.
But so yeah, not really housebroken. Not really. I don't understand the minutia of like etiquette of family holiday shit. So my grandmother gives me like a pair of pants, and I went, "Oh, this sucks." And then everybody gathers around and tells me, "No, don't say that. Your grandmother got you these pants."
Look at that. Even at that age, still no filter.
Hold on. I'm not done.
Only
No.
the beginning.
Actually, I was closer to being my best self then. Like, because so I get these pants. I go, "These pants suck." And she goes, well, your grandmother got you for these. You should be nice and be grateful, or else hurt her feelings.
Mind you, he's adopted. They just saved him from fucking hells. And sitting here.
And then took me to church. The other hell.
Okay, well, all right. Well, I guess they had it coming.
Sorry, Mike.
Oh, whatever, dude.
Win some, you lose some.
So they're trying to tell me I should be nice that I got these pants because I'll hurt my grandmother's feelings. I'm like, well, maybe next time she'll ask me what I want, and then she'll get it, and then I'll be happy, and she'll be happy. I mean, that sounds logical to me.
To be fair, that does sound logical. I can't disagree with that.
Logic be damned.
Logic be damned.
Fuck your feelings. I've been saying that for almost 30 years now, apparently.
My worst gift was no gift.
Nice.
Oh, did Shy get you that?
We don't really get gifts for Christmas. What happens is things come up before Christmas that are expensive, and it's like, all right, well, I guess this is your Christmas gift, but it's like fucking July.
Yeah.
like, all right. And she's like, yeah, cool, awesome. So when Christmas comes around, we just kind of enjoy the holidays, but there's not really any gift given.
What about you, Sutton?
Man, in my house, I have 3 kids, so
And they get nothing.
no, they get stuff. My wife and I, we just gotta kick it back to tax refund season. Then that's when we get our gifts.
That's your Christmas.
That's our Christmas.
But not this next year, because your mother's getting your tax return.
Yeah, she is.
Which
What?
Oh yeah, no. There's a whole thing where I mentioned earlier outside.
We have time, go into it.
I lived at the church, and I was working security at the church, and they needed somebody there to be a first responder in case alarms go off or anything like that. And kind of a shitty part of town.
So far, none of this is adding up to her getting your fucking money. But go ahead.
No, right. We were told we were
Calm
going to be
down,
able to. We were going to be able to live there for free, pretty much for 2 whole years. So year 1, we invest in my wife's education because she's smart and can do that. Getting her teaching certificate.
Okay.
So we're not really saving; we're spending and investing.
Right.
Then they start removing the asbestos in the basement.
Oh, do they?
So we don't live there anymore. So we didn't have anything saved up because we were spending it on our education. So
And you don't want to spend the rest on mesothelioma therapy.
right. And then my mom got me into the job in the first
I've seen those
place.
ads. If you get it, I think you can sue for money.
Yeah, it's one of those bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, ambulance chasers.
yeah, absolutely.
No, it's on TV. It has to be real.
I've seen it on the internet.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
and it comes on in between talk shows. The commercials for it. Yeah.
At like 11 a.m. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's right after Doc Oz and Dr. Phil.
Yeah, it's pretty much when all the old fucks are watching that would
Like-
be exposed to asbestos.
Just before
like Maury and shit.
Just before ITT Tech.
Yes, that's correct.
So yeah, we kind of got kicked out, and my mom put up my first and last month's rent.
Now, mind you, no. You're glossing over a huge thing here. Your mother voted to have you kicked out.
Oh yeah.
Very
She's
important.
part of the ruling council,
Yeah.
and her vote was
motherly
to
love.
kick us out.
Motherly love. She was trying to save you from the asbestos.
That didn't have to be removed. Then it was completely fine and in the basement.
Asbestos is only dangerous once you start to remove it or fuck with it.
Oh, I
Because
know.
You just leave it alone. It's
I work in
fine.
an old school.
Yeah.
And you worked in AC too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
does.
Oh, yeah. Well, in Seattle, buildings are old.
right.
Here, buildings, not as many of them so old.
Because
Hurricanes.
knock them down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they rebuild them.
Yeah, that I've seen asbestos. It
Yeah.
scared me. I got away from it.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
We have asbestos in the house.
Great.
You tell us that
Great
now.
to tell me as I'm leaving today. Oh, by the way, your bed is actually fluffed up asbestos.
Yeah, the tile in the back room is asbestos.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why we've never touched it. It just sits
Rightfully
there.
so.
And it looks like shit. And
And it will continue to look like
will
shit.
continue to look like
You
shit.
should
'cause
just-
I'm not tearing
You
it
should
out.
just pour concrete over it.
I should.
Yeah, that's your new flooring. Don't even finish it. Just
put-
rough concrete.
Just
Yeah.
terrazzo over top of it.
or just rocks.
Yeah.
Just throw some rocks on it. Yeah,
Like-
it's a rock garden.
My old man had a job removing asbestos for a little while, and I guess it was back
Is he
before they
still
knew
with
it was
us?
bad. He's still alive. Yeah.
It's a strong
Yeah,
man.
the old man's still good. But they used to remove it like with fire. So not only was it in the air, it was burning.
Jesus Christ!
It's like you're
Aerosolized.
burning it with fire, man.
It's aerosolized.
God damn it. So continue. Sorry. So she voted you out.
Oh yeah,
Voted you off the island.
Which
Yeah.
made for an awkward Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, and
Not many thanks in that giving.
no, it got to the point where a lot of us were calling the ruling council of the church Hydra. There's like there were 3 of them, so 3-headed beast. My mother being one of them.
or 2 of them, or 3 of them.
Yeah. So the lower level employees would always just sort of walk by and hail Hydra. Say goodbye. But it's my mother. So yeah, I got kicked out, and my mother's taking the money she put up for us to get into the new place that she voted me out of, or from, and decided that was a loan, even though she directly did it to me.
Okay, so
So
my point still stands that it sounds fucked.
Without
Yeah,
telling you,
yeah.
without preempting you, just did it, and then you found out like through the grapevine. Like,
Oh, yeah, no, she didn't tell me personally.
No advance notice.
No, not at all. I heard it from a coworker that I actually was his supervisor.
But you know what's really...
So it should have come down to me before him.
You know what's strange, though? Last I checked, they send
Jesus loves you.
your tax return to you. So
Here's the point.
maybe she can go kick rocks.
Here's the point I want to make. Totally agree with it. Tell her you're going to do that. Then when your tax return comes, say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I changed my mind." Doesn't it kind of suck when people like change their mind and not tell you?
I agree. That's
That's kind of brilliant.
a good plan.
Yeah.
I like it. Or you can say that that we voted that you keep your fucking money.
Lindsay and I voted.
Yeah. Sorry.
We actually called for a vote. Were you not there? I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Were you not a part of the decision making? Because what goes around comes around, bitch.
You weren't part of the council, no.
I'm actually curious if you'll actually do it, because I've not liked your mother for many years now, and I've been waiting for you
Yeah.
to
catch up?
No, but you have played nice for decades now, and you've never been spiteful. Ever been spiteful.
Well, that's because unfortunately he's a good soul. He's nice at heart or something.
I don't know anybody that says that, but thank you.
Someone does.
You know what I did to my mother?
Huh.
I swindled $6,000 from her.
Wow.
How much did she swindle from you first?
It's
Like
childhood.
15.
That's called interest.
So I got about $6 back from her. She thought
There
I was
you
going to
go.
pay her back, and I laughed at her when she asked for it. She
And that was Matt's worst Christmas present right there.
no, that wasn't even a Christmas present. That was just a summer.
That was a Tuesday.
And it was so funny when she asked for it back, and I was just like, "Oh, no, I'm just gonna put that towards the debt you already owe me, so you still owe me."
Zing.
And she was just like, "No, I don't owe you a debt." I'm like, "Well, no, yeah, you do.
Yes,
this,
it
this,
does.
this, and this. Where'd it go?" And that was her response.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
No. Worst Christmas gift I ever got. I was dating this chick from New Jersey, and
Oh, well, that tells the
I'm
story.
sorry.
That's it. That was it. That was the worst. That was the worst
Yeah.
Christmas gift.
she
That and the chlamydia.
And it's Jersey chlamydia. That shit is seasoned.
I actually didn't get chlamydia from her. I got it from someone else.
Oh, okay, fair enough. She probably gave it to them.
Yeah, right. Anyway, she every time we would go up there, she was like, "Oh, let's go to the city and go see a play or a musical or some shit." Okay. And I'd seen like 3 or 4 of them, and she was like, "Oh, we should go see another one." I was like, "I don't like them. They're boring. I think they're stupid." And she kept telling me, "You just haven't seen the right one." I'm like, "No, they're terrible. I'm bored. It's boring."
It
Fuck
sounds
that
like she
shit."
should like.
Does anyone get shot?
She's trying to like sell you on Gay Man. You just haven't met the right one.
Yeah. So
Her socialism works. Nobody's done it right yet.
exactly.
You would go political, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
And
anyway.
none of us are arguing with you.
No,
She
there's
got,
no
she
argument.
got me tickets to a musical play. We went and saw it, and she's like, "This is so much fun." I'm like, "It's great.
I love this.
This is so much fun."
Do
How
they-
I wanted to spend my evening, not contracting chlamydia.
You don't even know which play it was.
I don't remember.
You just like control alt deleted it.
Yeah, I was just like,
It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
none of this matters. None of this matters. Yeah, I was.
That's
I was
pretty
out of
shitty.
all of it.
That is pretty awful.
I mean, realistically, I got to experience something new that I don't remember or care about, but add it onto the pile.
I guess that's looking at the bright side.
Yeah, whatever, man. I'm cultured now.
Wait, was it in the city or was it in Jersey?
No, it was in New York.
Oh, because
Oh,
I
like
can't
actually,
imagine
like Broadway, off-Broadway shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't imagine what a really off-Broadway play in Jersey
Like
would
a
be.
Jersey production of...
No, it wasn't in Jersey. No, we went to New York.
Oh, okay.
And,
Like a Jersey production of Cabaret, which I guess is about a whorehouse in Nazi Germany.
Oh, that is
Whatever.
Jersey.
Yep, right.
All right, fair enough. That's you don't even have to pay money for that. You just go watch in the streets.
Like I saw a college production in Alabama of that, and
Sorry to hear that.
well, it wasn't on purpose.
But it never is.
No,
okay, so I could say this. Every once in a while, I go down the rabbit hole
Yeah.
on like Amazon Prime, and I watch some really like not B movies, but like Q.
Oh, Q. We're out of the ABC.
Oh yeah. All the way down to Q, and there's some.
They don't even have star ratings.
Yeah, no. I'm like one of 7 people that have watched it on the service. You know, like.
Yeah.
And I saw this one,
And 6 of them didn't vote.
yeah, there was. It was called Space Boobs in Space.
What the fuck?
And I think I've talked about it on the show before.
I like how
But-
how they added the in space.
Yeah, and legitimately, it looked like a high school production. Like they had a shitty little model they had made out of like cardboard with a black sheet behind it hanging with like white paint on it for stars, and they like
Nice.
This is
and
incredible.
somebody was holding it like as it was flying through space and shit. Like and like then they had the dialogue was so bad, and it was just a bunch of like fat chicks with big tits. Like it was funny. It was funny because it was so bad, but. That was better than that shitty fucking play I went and saw.
Oh, wow. I was wondering when that was going to come back around.
I would spend another 20 minutes watching that fucking terrible high school production.
After you've watched it.
Yeah, after I've watched it
Knowing
once.
how bad it is,
Knowing what I'm getting into. I would watch that again before I went and saw another fucking
Well,
play.
at least
Shit.
there's titties involved, I guess.
They weren't even nice titties. They're just...
But that's still better than what's happening on that fucking stage.
Yeah. At least I understand what's happening.
I get that.
I get this.
I get tits. I don't know what the fuck this is.
The whole theme was they needed milk from human boobs to survive. So they were snatching up human spaceships for their females so they could get the milk to proliferate their race.
Huh.
That is atrocious.
It was awesome.
Awesomely bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what's the best awesomely bad movie you've ever seen? Because I was on a quest to find the best one for a while.
Ooh.
That's
that's
a
a good
never-ending
topic.
quest.
Yeah,
It
it is.
really is.
I saw one recently, probably in the last 4 months. It was on Amazon Prime. I got down one of my rabbit holes, and I can't remember the fucking name of it, but it was so great.
Bad, great.
It was like a medieval Dragon Slayer type movie, and what's his name from 90210 was in it, and I think that was like their big selling point. But the funny part is he died.
Was it a big production?
Medium? It was a B flick, maybe a C flick.
Okay.
Who's the dude? Matthew Perry? Is that?
He's one of them.
Yeah, I think it was him. He was in it, and he dies in the first 10 minutes.
I mean, that's already
Luke Perry. Yeah, he dies in the first fucking 10 minutes. Like he rides this horse, and he shows up to this little village, and there's a dragon, and he goes to slay the dragon, and the dragon just fucking blows him up, like engulfs him in fire. And then there was this like a Viking-looking dude wearing like this. He's all cut up and ripped, and he's wearing like this leather X strap with like it looks like Conan, and yeah,
Is it?
and he's like a gay dude. and he's trying to bang this chick, and his brother shows up, and his brother winds up banging the chick. And I think Eastbound and Down guy is in it too. I think he was in it.
Huh.
Okay, it's not the movie I was thinking it was.
I forget, but it's like Dragons and Knights or something. Fuck, I have to go back and look in the history. That movie was so fucking bad, but it was so great. Like,
All right.
I'm watching the whole thing going, "What the fuck is this? This is great."
Well, I'll throw the ultimate classic one in there. Fucking RoboCop. That is the best worst movie
That's
ever.
still worth
What?
classic.
Best worst
No.
movie ever? Really?
Yeah, it's cheese.
No.
It's cheese dick 80s in all the best ways. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Somebody poison the water.
Charlie. It is the best.
Oh, stop that right the fuck now. No.
Charlie, Charlie,
Candy Mountain.
Come to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Oh, my fucking kidney.
Come on, Charlie.
Oh, we're getting weird today.
Yeah, we are.
What about Starship Troopers, bro? That's like the best worst movie of all time.
I would put that over.
100%.
I would put it
Okay.
over RoboCop.
Absolutely.
Well, I said I'm saying that was a
'Cause
classic.
RoboCop comes on, and I may or may not change the channel. Starship Trooper comes on, I'm watching it from whatever point is left. Like if there's 5 minutes
is a
left
great movie.
or 2 hours, I'm watching all of it.
Because you'd like to know more.
Exactly.
Yeah,
RoboCop is still
agreed.
heads and tails above the reboot one. Like heads and
Yeah.
tails.
I don't agree with you guys. I loved the reboot. I thought it was
Fine.
fantastic,
You can be wrong. It's fine. You're in Miami. People are wrong all the time down here.
including you.
What?
Right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you just. what
Although
you just said.
Sutton, last time you were here, you were talking about Venom.
Oh, yeah. You've
I
seen it
saw
now.
it.
I
We've
saw
all
Venom.
seen,
I
we've all seen it
I
now.
thought it was, I
I
thought
saw
it was an
Venom.
okay flick. I didn't think. Look, I have nothing on what Venom is, what he comes from.
Oh, so you're going from
anything.
scratch.
I'm going in from scratch. And from my point of view, because I don't know anything about it, it's it's enough. You know what I mean? Like since I don't have anything to base it off of, I thought it was fun. I thought the fight scenes were fucking incredible. They were really good fight scenes.
So this is my problem I have because
but one, and I think you guys talked about this. You said that he was a pussy pushover, and the original character is far from being that, because he really is kind of a bit of a bitch. The main character?
Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock. He really is kind of a pushover bitch.
Eddie Brock.
Okay, so I got introduced to the Venom and the whole symbiote thing, Carnage and all that, when I was a little kid for the Spider-Man cartoon, and I don't remember that. Was it Jameson's son is an astronaut? He comes back with it originally, and then it winds up going to Eddie Brock.
I missed too many of those cartoons, so I just
but from there
just found Venom one day, and I'm like, okay, cool, there's some guys here.
And that's how I got into. I actually started reading a couple of the Venom books, but yeah. It was what it is. The movie was whatever. It's me.
It was fun. It was a fun movie.
Me. I would have been a lot more excited if there was a connection to the MCU and it was actually a part of the rest of the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
because then we could have had Venom and Spider-Man together. And I'm excited about the whole
but doesn't
Carnage
Sony
thing.
still own the Venom line as well?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Well,
they don't.
see,
do you know how hard it is for them to fucking release their dirty little fucking
But this is
shit
but they
fingers
don't-
off of
but
things?
They don't have to. They don't have to release it. All they have to do is go, I'll tell you what, Marvel, do your fucking thing. We want X% of royalties.
Okay.
And then walk away and just make money for doing fucking nothing.
I'm going to preface this with
And you're going to get a shit ton of money because people, and then fans are going to be much more appreciative of it.
I'm gonna preface this with what Nintendo does. Okay, Nintendo, a Japanese company.
Oh boy.
Anytime Nintendo or anyone approaches Nintendo about anything, no matter how good the idea is, no matter how this, no matter how that, if it's not theirs and their idea, no, we don't do that. No, fuck you, you're Nintendo. And they don't fucking do anything. Super Smash Brothers. Someone made a rogue Super Smash Brothers game that was fucking incredible, and they weren't charging money. They were just letting it go out there, and they sent them a cease and desist letter immediately, like before anything. Like, and it was just an independent. It was just some guy that made it that spent fucking 2 years making this fucking thing, and they were like, we will fucking destroy you.
Okay,
so
okay.
hold on.
Let
me get to my point. Let me get to my point. Fuckface.
No. Here's the difference.
No.
Nintendo.
No.
Could. Okay, go. Make your shitty point.
He's deep throwing the
Make your
fucking
shitty
mic.
point. Make your shitty point.
So my shitty point is Sony is Japanese. As long it doesn't matter. It's a respect. We don't play with the bullshit that is not us. It's a really bad racist Japanese, and I love it. Fuck you guys.
Terrible Japanese.
And any Japanese company, always, if it has anything to do with anyone else, they want nothing to do with it. They hold on to it, and they're like, no, this is ours.
Well, here's the difference, though. Nintendo could not put out a product for the next 20 years, keep paying all its employees, and they'd still have a couple $1 million in the fucking bank because they're
a couple.
Yeah, they could make nothing but shit for the next 3-4 decades and not sell a damn thing and still be one of the richest companies in the world because they have a fuck ton of money saved.
And be okay with Breath of the Wild money
Sony
for
makes
forever.
shitty fucking Spider-Man movies and are not on par with the fucking MCU. And if they really wanted to have a good product, they would let Marvel do its thing and then just take money from them.
But what you don't get as an American consumer,
No, because I'm about free fucking market.
Yes, that's my point.
Free market.
As an American.
Free market. I want the best product.
Free market. You got
best
it.
Product for the
Shut
cheapest
up!
price. Best product, cheapest
Okay,
price.
yes, I agree. But you're also not
Best
the
product,
fucking, you're
best
not the
product, cheapest
CEO. So shut the fuck up.
Best product, cheapest price.
So as an American that supports capitalism, you understand money for what it is. In Japan, respect and dignity and their fucking pride comes before anything and all. Before money, before anything. We will not taint our name with the
you know what it is?
They don't fucking care. They don't care.
Pride comes right before the fucking fall.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Them and their shitty fucking Venom movie.
That's fine. But point is, they don't like playing. It's like Apple. They don't want to play with others. If you don't like their ways,
That is part of Apple's appeal, though. Apple is making their brand.
Well, yeah, it works for them, but it doesn't work for Sony.
No,
it just
Sony's
happens.
doing it wrong because Apple wants to be a high-end product, so they're that's why their prices are super inflated, and that's where devices look the way they do, because they don't want poor people to have their product, because they want it to be a flashy name. Same thing with like Mercedes-Benz and other products like that.
You mean an Audi?
Yes, they specifically engineer them to be for rich people, which is why maintenance and things like that on them are fucking ridiculously expensive as well, because it's not a one-time purchase. It's a maintenance thing.
It's a lifetime decision.
Exactly. So that's a whole other different type of product, and that was all planned out before they make shit.
Yeah.
But
Still doesn't change the fact that Sony
is not on par with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I will say Tom Hardy did an amazing job.
He was great.
badass.
He was great.
Tom Hardy's
Yeah.
always good.
Yeah,
he's
he was
fucking
awesome.
incredible. I love that guy.
He was not the weak point in the flick.
No,
At all.
it was the building of it.
Yeah, it took too long to build. I was sitting there like, okay, when's Venom coming? Let's do this.
I finally found one problem with Tom Hardy that I have. It's not even his fault. I was watching Bronson with my gay friend.
I fucking love Bronson.
Bronson is a fucking amazing
I
movie.
love that
If you haven't
goddamn
seen
movie.
it, stop listening now. Go watch it.
Yeah, I agree.
And come back.
I agree. We're not as good as that. You need to just pause it and watch that.
But the only downside of watching Bronson is I was watching it with my gay friend Danny, and he had to keep going back to the part where they showed Tom Hardy's
cock.
Like, he kept rewinding to see Tom Hardy's dick. I'm like, how many more times are we gonna do this? He's like, I'm done. I'm like, all right.
Wow.
Till either I finish or he does.
It's like the scene in the wedding singer. Because I have a microphone and you listen to every damn thing I have to say.
No, he's pretty amazing.
He was great. I thought he was going to be like the next Wolverine, because even Hugh Jackman had said I'd pick Tom Hardy.
That would have been good.
But then he got cast as Venom, and he was like, oh, okay, because Fox and whoever else actually hired Hugh Jackman to be like a consultant to pick the next Wolverine.
Did you guys hear that Keanu Reeves said he wants to be the next Wolverine?
No. Also, no. I'm sorry. No.
No.
I mean, yes, I saw that, but I'm saying no to it.
I'm saying no to it as well.
Really?
Yes.
You don't think he could do it?
No.
No.
Why couldn't he?
Because you don't.
He hasn't had an emotion in 30 years.
Because you see,
What are you talking about?
Okay, when you watch
I'm the
X-Men
one.
flicks, you don't see Hugh Jackman standing there. You see fucking Wolverine. When you watch fucking John Wick, you don't see John Wick standing there.
You see yourself being John Wick.
I do. I don't see Keanu Reeves. I see fucking John Wick.
When you watch what was Break Point? Point Break.
I've never
When you
saw
watch
it.
Point Break,
Never watched it.
you see Keanu Reeves standing there going, bro, I'm learning to surf, bro.
I think you're out of your fucking mind.
Like,
I mean, I've never
When
seen
I
that.
watch
but
The Matrix,
just
I
in
see
general.
Keanu Reeves standing there, and I'm like, man, didn't he just learn how to surf? Like,
But now he knows Kung Fu.
he can dodge bullets and surf. This dude's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a total package.
He's not an emotive person. Wolverine is an emotive person. He literally is so bestial, he kills people and doesn't know he's doing it. Like,
I don't know.
He's
I
a
think it'd be
giant
interesting
fucking
to see
rage
it.
machine.
Maybe he just
That's
hasn't been
all
cast
like
in the right
what,
role yet.
5'3"?
Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't that also
I've gotten over the 5'3" thing. I don't need that
Well,
level
no.
of
In
perfection.
film, that would be stupid.
Yeah, but doesn't that just that's also
He'd be
casting?
like Danny DeVito.
That's
Yeah.
the role that you're put in. That's the role you're put in. They cast him into that same thing over and over. You know, maybe he can do it, and no one's fucking asked
Give
him
me
to.
one movie where he's ever been outrageously angry.
Again, maybe he can do it, and no one's asked him to.
John Wick is an extreme. Should be fucking lividly.
No,
angry.
his calm
He's not
demeanor
calm.
is what,
He's not
what
calm.
makes
He's
it
just
amazing.
spitting out lines, which is and it works. It's great. I love those flicks, but that's what Keanu Reeves does.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Bill and Ted. Tell me, there's any emotion in that
Yeah, bro.
That's not emotion.
Sure, it
Wild
is.
Stallions.
That he's very excited about that.
That's barely.
For 3 seconds.
Yeah, and then he goes back to that face. Like,
Well, I guess he wouldn't have time for Wolverine in between doing the next Bill and Ted, anyways.
and the next John Wick.
Yeah.
Tell me that. Wait. Is there actually going to be a next Bill and Ted?
That's what-
it's
that's the
written.
word- what
It's
the
done.
word is.
Really?
It's done. It's said. They got everyone back in.
But
Everyone's on board.
But George Carlin, sadly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna.
They're gonna
digitally put
CG
it
him.
in.
I'm okay with that.
It'll
I'm
look
in.
it'll
I'm
look
sold.
weird
I don't
again,
care.
but fuck it.
like Hollywood just owns the right to your image and creates you for the movie.
Whatever, man. The first two looked weird, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be
Fuck it.
right on par with them styrofoam shoulder pads.
Those will be CG too.
Yeah. I don't think their budget's going to be that big, but
Yeah,
okay.
no. All right, yeah.
They're going to have actual styrofoam shoulder pads.
Yeah, you're right. And then some dude with a green head, just fucking.
As long as Station's in it, I'm in. Station's got to come
I don't
back.
remember Station.
Station.
Is that from the second one?
Yeah, he's an alien.
I don't really remember the second one.
Yeah, no one does.
Oh, that's the one where they beat death in board games.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, because they died. They got to come back because the robot them kicked their ass.
How
and
did
then they
we-
made their own robot selves.
How did we get back to awesomely bad movies?
Because Because it's like
Full
gravity.
circle.
It's like a fucking black hole.
You have no choice but to return.
Also, you guys have seen the trailer, I'm assuming.
For
The trailer?
Are you talking about Hellboy?
Or probably Hellboy.
No, not Hellboy. Fuck
Should be
Hellboy.
Hellboy. What?
Fuck Hellboy.
Really? Your fucking mind, fuck Hellboy.
No, Hellboy can come later. This is more important.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean
okay.
like that? Fuck Hellboy. Okay.
All
Continue.
right.
Fuck
I'm
that
with
right
you.
now. Fuck that right now.
Okay, gotcha.
The
All
trailer.
right.
You guys saw the trailer.
The trailer.
The trailer.
Endgame?
Wait, is it called the trailer?
Oh. I've seen,
Avengers
Would-
Endgame.
would-
I've seen that
Endgame.
one, and I've also seen the one
No,
where...
I didn't. What is that?
I've seen that one, and I've seen the one where it's dead.
All Deadpool?
Yes.
Yes. What's Endgame? All right. I'll do my research. I'll be right back.
You don't know what the fuck Endgame is?
Continue without me for a minute.
I think it's
Jesus
a P.
Christ.
He's actually walking out of the room with his phone.
Fucking chair. Move it.
Or trying to.
Yeah, go watch Endgame and we'll come back.
He has to pee too.
You've
I'm
seen,
sure.
you've seen the trailer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Actually, this portion is actually
Yes.
all about us.
yeah,
All right, let's go.
So I watched it last night, or not last night, the night before. I was going online to watch it again.
Yeah.
And I typed in Avengers Endgame, and it pops up, and right below the link is another one that says Avengers Endgame trailer where everyone's a Deadpool. And I went,
Right? Yeah.
I was like, let me see this. It's awesome.
Yeah. Of which I have no doubt.
They-
I thought it was fan made until you started hearing Ryan Reynolds' voice.
yeah, no, they legit did this as part of their advertising
cool.
campaign for Deadpool. Oh my god, it's so great. And it's like the exact scenes of the Endgame trailer,
Like shot for shot.
shot for shot,
Oh, wow.
with Deadpool's face put over whatever character's talking
Oh.
with the mask on.
While
So you
he's just ripping on the MCU in general.
Yeah,
like,
he's just talking shit about every character, every plot hole, everything that could have been easily solved. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, it is so fucking good.
I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty excited about the Hawkeye Ronin transition.
I'm excited to see. He looks pretty sad and beat up when,
Yeah.
when he pops up in the trailer. But if you notice, there are suspiciously many characters missing from the
Yeah,
trailer.
that-
The trailer is extremely limited on who's showing.
I've seen-
Yeah.
Whereas Infinity War had everyone and then some in it.
And had Hulk in scenes he wasn't in.
Yeah,
And that was
Yeah.
something I saw a video on where they were talking about how that entire scene with like Tony Stark may not actually exist at all, where he's like drifting in space.
Yeah.
Because what's your name?
Well, from the first trailer, when it shows Captain America fighting Thanos, he's fighting him. He's only got one Infinity Stone in the
Oh.
glove.
Yeah.
And in the actual movie, he's got like 3 or 4 already at this point.
No,
And he
no,
just
all of
crushes-
them. No, all of them.
And he
Yeah.
just crushes Cap.
Yeah.
And there's no real challenge there. But in the what do you call it? The trailer, it shows him he's like fending him off. And then there was that whole scene at the end of the trailer where they're like everyone's running and Cap's leading the whole team and Hulk's there and they're running off and you assume they're going to fight Thanos, but that scene wasn't even the fucking movie.
No.
No, actually, it was, but there was no Hulk. It was a dude in the Hulkbuster armor. That does happen a brief second. I've seen it. Yeah, it does actually happen. But there's a theory going on now that like the entire the video that I saw was talking about how they were like going off of like film schedules and stuff and how certain people looked and their haircuts and they were like, yeah, which I get is incredibly anal, but they were talking about how the entire thing with like Tony like floating in space might not even be true because he's not stuck on that planet with what's her name
Nebula.
Yeah, so she's got to know how that ship works, right? I mean,
You would think so, yeah.
So like he's not there alone. He should be there with her. He should be like, I don't know, fucking updating her OS and like modifying her because she's got shit. Like I'm sure they would have figured something out. So there's a theory going around that all of that, him being like out in space about to die, is also bullshit.
Well, if he is out in space, I imagine Captain Marvel's going to show up and maybe on her way in tags him up or something. Who knows?
Research has been completed. I didn't know it was called Endgame. I didn't know this was the
Oh,
title.
you didn't get the title?
Did you-
I didn't see the trailer either. I mean, I just watched it.
Did you see? Okay, so we talked about right after you walked to the room. Ryan Reynolds made a Endgame trailer, wherever it was shot for shot the trailer of Endgame
With Deadpools?
with Deadpools,
Nothing but Deadpools.
nothing but Deadpools.
Wait, as just regular Deadpools or wearing like things that over the Deadpool
He literally
thing?
just like cut out his face and put it over their bodies,
my
like
God.
superimposed
So
it.
good.
Like it's really shitty production, but it's so great. Like
You think I love how he's just rogue with all of this shit. Like everything that he does. I think Ryan Reynolds has really embodied the spirit of Deadpool as
Absolutely,
a
yeah.
human being.
And I truly feel that when Disney completely merges with Fox, 21st Century, wherever they get all the properties and the MCU can do whatever they want,
Can you imagine?
Deadpool will be able. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool will be able to roll right over, and it will make complete sense. Like it's
Well, why
because he
not?
can bounce and go and do
Yeah.
anything anywhere.
What's the point? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
And-
point of his character. It's amazing.
And he can. And if
I mean,
they-
he's already doing it guerrilla style.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking throwing himself up and here we go. There you are.
And I'm sure Kevin Feige will like it because I'm sure Kevin Feige will be like, yeah, you can have a $30 million budget. And I'm sure Ryan will be like, nah, we need 5. We'll make it work.
Don't worry.
We got this. We only need 5. We're gonna.
You know what?
We're just gonna do some
You know
bullshit.
what? Make it 30. We're just gonna be a lot of boozing.
Actually, you know what? Make it 10. We only need 5 for the movie, but another 5 in drugs and booze.
You know,
Yeah.
now I'm kind of excited to see Ryan Reynolds Deadpool play alongside Tom Holland's Spidey. There's a lot of good stuff in the comics where Deadpool teams up with Spidey.
Wait, is that happening or is that just
no,
speculation?
I mean that'd be awesome.
you're saying
it
it would
happened in the
be.
comics.
It's
Okay,
a possibility
gotcha.
now since they're buying Fox's material.
Is that happening?
Oh yeah, no, it's done. They're just working out the finalities of who's keeping their job, who's
What?
getting fired, who's staying, who's going. But yeah, the deal's done.
I didn't know that. Oh
So-
man.
Because
Because you live in Seattle where time does not exist.
yeah, so Disney
Yeah.
bought 21st Century Fox, and then the first thing everyone said was, "Oh man, Marvel's first family's coming home. You know, X-Men, all this stuff. So what's going to happen now?" And everyone's like, "How are they going to get the X-Men in?" And I'm like, "They're not going to.
Not
they
my-
don't need to."
Not my first concern.
I'm not worried about that.
I don't think they're gonna work that in this maybe not
the.
I hope
maybe-
they don't
maybe-
try to force it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think they will. They've been really good at this shit.
And there's not a lot of there's. How are they
Appar-
going to recon the entire MCU to all of a sudden have mutants everywhere?
Apparently,
It doesn't make sense.
That doesn't work.
Apparently, they did talk to Kevin Feige a lot before they wrapped on Dark Phoenix Saga for the new one coming out. Apparently, they talked to him a lot, so he's involved at least in that.
Whatever.
Big Xavier Cerebro mind wipes everybody, and mutants have existed the entire time, just nobody knows.
I mean, that's a comic book arc you could pull.
You could pull that.
I guess there
Too
are
easy.
ways. These guys are really fucking creative. I mean, the shit that they've written out. I mean, you don't put anything past them,
I mean, I could see another, maybe a different alternate future, or different timeline or something.
right?
Pull it
Okay,
off.
that could work.
Because I don't know. I feel like at this point, the sanctity of the MCU is part of the driving force, like the continuity.
Yeah.
Because it's so great.
Exactly. Well, it's pure. It's not tainted with stupid decisions.
And it's not.
And they've managed to do that through how many films?
And I feel like if they did that for the X-Men, it'll feel more like a money grab versus, all right, we have our loved characters back, but it's like,
Right.
we don't want them back that fucking bad.
Bring them
Not-
back when they need
it's
to be
appropriate,
back.
yeah.
Even if that's a MCU reboot eventually,
Which
and
is
you
gonna-
have to
it's gonna
hold on to it
It's
for a
gonna
while.
have to happen eventually.
Eventually, sure. Then maybe follow some other wild ass arc that
Yeah.
something that's relatively not.
Well, who knows? Everyone
hugely
keeps
known.
saying the MCU is going to be completely different after Endgame, so we'll see. I mean, there's definitely going to be dead people, but or people that stay dead.
Do you think there has to be, right?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they can't just reverse it.
Well, from what I was reading too, so the Disney streaming service that's coming out
Mm-hmm.
is going to have a Loki TV series.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Interesting.
Yes.
And
Is that
Bucky and
before?
Falcon series.
Yeah.
Is
So
that before he's gone?
I don't know.
we don't know,
We have
but-
no details about it, but they're already signed on. That's already a thing.
IGN had an article where, like, Hiddleston even said, like, Loki's legit dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it would have to be before.
Prequel.
IGN could be wrong, I guess.
Well, all right. You know what? This is the right place to talk about this. Because when I watched,
Is there a wrong place?
yes,
Okay.
I don't know where it is, but it's there. When I watched
Somewhere in the Middle East. I'm sure.
Infinity War, yeah, that is the wrong place to talk about it. What the fuck is the Hulk?
Are you gay?
I have a cousin named the Hulk. He is also green. When I watched Infinity War, and spoiler alert, half the people die, I was really bummed about the selection of superheroes that ended up going. Like, who was left over kind of bummed me
It was
out.
the original Avengers left. That's why it happened that way.
And it was also
Was it?
they wanted.
Yeah, it's pretty much everybody
Also-
from the original
originals.
Avengers.
All the people I really liked were fucking gone.
It's also kind of the point. They wanted to hurt your feelings. They wanted to hurt you, so you would come back like a jilted ex. Please take me back.
Yeah, like Groot was gone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Groot was
Groot's
gone.
gone.
Fucking
The only people that made it that weren't originals were like, I think Rocket Raccoon made it.
Ant-Man is.
Star-Lord.
Ant-Man. No, he's gone.
Nope, he's gone.
He's gone. Nebula.
isn't he in Endgame?
Now,
I don't know.
Hang on, there's only one Guardian that survives,
Wait.
right?
Yeah,
I think it was Rocket.
Rocket
Yeah.
And Nebula.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
so
yeah,
was
but
that?
Nebula's.
Hold on, because when I was watching the Endgame trailer, it looked like Star-Lord poking that mask. Was that Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That was.
Oh, it didn't look
Because
because it was a dark silhouette, and I was watching on my phone. So I guess I don't know.
okay.
For some reason, it looked like
Turn
him.
the brightness up on your screen.
Fuck you. Gotta conserve my battery, bitch.
Bitch, we got plugs all over the fucking house. Turn the brightness
Man, that's a lifestyle choice.
up. Whatever.
I like
Doesn't
a dork.
mean it's a good one,
I like a dork. That's right. I like a dork.
but it's your choice to make.
That's right, America.
Yeah. I'm
Fuck it.
really excited for Endgame and Captain Marvel.
It looks so depressing, and I'm so happy about it. Like, it looks so sad. I'm like, yes.
The whole thing's really funny because the whole thing's it's dark and depressed, and all of a sudden it shows the credits, and then it shows the Ant-Man scene.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey,
Guy-
I'm Ant-Man.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, we met at the airport.
Hi.
somebody broke down that trailer and they like zoomed into this one point of the screen where apparently that is an actual video from the archive. It's just like 1984 or something. If you look in like this, like the top left of the screen, apparently that is like a really, really old archive of him driving up. So apparently time travel is going to be involved in this.
Interesting.
Who fucking knows? I'm not worried about it.
I know,
I'll
like-
see it when I get there.
My favorite thing about Infinity War was I was getting worried that everything, because most of these stories are we win, and I was going, all right, Infinity War, here we go, and then just everything fucking goes, and I'm like, yes, yes, that's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Did they
Back
just
to the
nail
darkness in
all
your
of it?
soul.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They just nail everything, man. Even when I'm like expecting it to start to get stale and kind of nope.
Oh no! Oh no!
They know exactly when to
Gamora
get
hit
you.
the ground.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. That was great. Whoever doesn't like the goddamn MCU, be damned.
So, like, when I went to see Infinity War, I kind of figured, because I'd read the comics, so I figured the snap was coming.
Yep.
Like halfway through, like is what
Yeah.
is what
Yeah.
I was assuming. Yeah.
I figured it was going to be early on. I didn't think it was going to take the whole movie.
So, like, I don't get many movie nights. So we went to a Cinebistro, my wife and I.
I do it right.
Yeah. 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 Like, if you
That's
really
an
give a
event.
shit about a
That's
movie,
an
go
event.
to Cinebistro.
Bring that
It's
shit to
fucking great.
me. Bring that food
Yeah.
to me.
And I kind of figured it was going to be, like, I mean, everyone knew it was going to be a two-parter,
Yeah.
except my wife, apparently. So, like, we're in the theater, and she's fucking weeping as Spidey disappears.
Oh, it's adorable.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this hurts me, but I know everything's going to be okay. She doesn't. She
Okay.
was so fucking mad at me. Like, she was
okay-ish.
sad for the next 2 hours.
everything's gonna be okay-ish.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
As okay as it can be.
yeah.
obviously, it's coming back. They're already filming Far From Home.
Right. Like, I had to tell her that on the way home. Like, it's okay, baby.
He's a really good Spider-Man.
He really is.
He's solid.
Yeah.
He did a great. He's done a great job.
I'm just really excited they didn't do an Uncle Ben scene.
Oh, I know, right?
That was one of my like favorite parts of this when they announced that Sony and Marvel were going to be working together. Somebody started a Twitter account. It was just called Uncle Ben Dying, and their first and only post I saw was, "Holy shit, do I have to fucking die again?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. There's a meme that I saw that had some. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it has something to do with Uncle Ben's rice and Spider-Man. Nothing.
I don't know.
It sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not.
It gets sent to me a lot, but I kind of like swipe.
I saw one recently. It was the poster for Aquaman, and instead of saying Aquaman on it, it said Wet Thor.
Yeah.
And I was
I've
like,
seen that one.
I saw that. I was like, oh man, that is wildly appropriate.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for the Wet Thor movie.
Yeah.
Well, because it's basically Black Panther, except for the half brother wins.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's not it exactly, but that is pretty funny.
Describe what you're seeing.
So it's Spider-Man on a kitchen floor.
Yeah.
That is a black Spider-Man. Didn't even realize that. Fuck yeah.
That is Wild Rice, so
God damn, I don't even know how racist that really was. And it's a instead of a chalk outline of a body, it is boxes of Uncle Ben's rice in the shape of a body dead on the floor, and he is very sad about that. That's awesome. All right, sorry.
It's okay.
Phones down.
But how much money do you think Sony's making off of the MCU playing with Spider-Man versus them? Because I'm sure they would make money doing it, but they'd also have to spend a lot more. There's no overhead for them doing this, which is what they should be doing with fucking Venom. Instead of being, we're going to make the Spider-Verse.
Well,
Oh,
it reminds me. It reminds me. I know there's a car reference that some of you might not get, but it reminds me of the Toyota FRS. That car is built 99% by Subaru, and Toyota puts their fucking logo on it, and they fucking do all the groundwork, and they're just like, "Yep, so go ahead and just pay me here. Oh, you can get the Subaru one, but guess what? Ours is $3,000 cheaper. Which one you getting, faggot? It's the same car. You know goddamn well. I don't even know how they pulled that off. Like, how do you... Hey, you guys do all the work, and we're going to go ahead and sell your car with our name. And you can sell it, too. But we're going to sell it for less. And everyone's going to buy it from us.
Best product, cheapest price.
That's right.
Free market.
Free
baby.
market.
Boom. Art of the deal.
Art of the deal, bro.
Art of the deal.
Art of the deal.
Fucking incredible. Yeah, Sony, I would assume they're just collecting, right?
So from what I hear, though, the Spider-Verse movie, Into the Spider-Verse, is
Really
supposed to
good.
be really fucking good.
Yeah.
And I do want to see it. And I'm okay with that.
Oh, is
because
that the animated one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super excited
It
to see
looked really cool.
It looks great.
Who did that?
Sony.
Sony.
Sony should stick to that.
Yeah, have their own. Maybe that's what they're shooting for.
They should.
They're like, hey, we've fucked the live action enough. I think we can handle the animation one.
Actually,
Just
that's more or less where the animated series actually ended at, where Mary Jane got like sucked in this weird vortex thing. She's never actually recovered. Sorry, spoiler alert if you're like working your way through that series. But Spider-Man like goes into like this multiverse and he meets what's his name, Miguel O'Hara.
Miguel O'Hara
From-
Spidey 2099.
And like a bunch of different Spider-Men. So it was kind of brilliant in the way that like they had the Spider-Verse, but it kind of picked up where the animated series actually left off of. So yeah, they should do that.
They had like an Iron Spider thing too.
Yeah.
Where Parker
And-
just decided to be brilliant
and
like Stark and make money.
Spider Noir, where he's like black and white, and they were incorporating like a lot of what he was doing. What I didn't like about Venom is you didn't actually have to necessarily go directly back into the MCU. You just could have included anything back to Spider-Man. Anything. There was nothing other than Jameson dying in the beginning. There was nothing that like tied back at all.
And that wasn't even the Venom suit. It was Riot on Jameson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm out of my league.
And Riot was not a major character. Like,
No.
he died in that Lethal Protector that I bought in 4th grade. He ends up dying with the rest of the 6 that are pulled out and becomes hybrid.
Yeah.
They should stick to the cartoons, and then they should
Know your place.
let the MCU option.
Boy.
They should let the
Yeah.
MCU option all the live action stuff for the MCU and
And just make fucking money.
and just take money on it.
That's it.
And
You
'cause
won. You have the IP.
'cause
Just let it happen.
I am totally down to watch an entire animated universe from Sony. I'm
Yeah,
down
why
for
not?
that.
Well,
Because you can be
looks
more
great.
fun, and it looks like they did a great job.
That's a theater release, right?
Yeah. And I'm down for that. And Sony could make a bunch of money and be like, look, we have our Spider-Verse. Because
And they can independently operate all at once.
exactly, and it won't interfere with the MCU or even compete really.
Yeah, because it'll be its own
thing.
If anything, the live action, the Spider-Mans will only help benefit the the popularity of the animated. It's not like people are going to go like, I don't want to see that because I saw him here already.
Well, like Marvel Comics stopped making X-Men for a while because they were pissed about the whole X-Men movies from Fox.
Really?
And then they tried.
oh, yeah.
They tried to play up the
They tried to-
Inhumans. Didn't really work well.
Yeah, they tried to crash out all the whole idea of mutants out of the Marvel universe, like for the comic books.
What?
And they were like, because they were like,
There were way too many.
yeah, they were like, fuck you guys, we're gonna just kill these characters off so that way you can't make money with the movies, and then the movies just kept doing good.
How did any of this happen in the first place?
Because Marvel was about to go under, and they sold the movie rights to most of their characters to stay afloat.
Oh, and just different
Back in-
buyers.
This is back
Yeah.
in the late 90s. Yeah.
Which is why. So like Universal owns Hulk, but they got an option somehow to be able to use him in group movies, but not solo movies, which is why we haven't gotten a Hulk solo again.
Not since Edward Norton, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because Universal's like, fuck you guys. That's why they have the Hulk ride.
Right. Okay. Right. Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think they're losing that though. Like they're going to lose pretty much everything in Marvel Superhero Island in Universal.
Oh, really?
How?
I think I heard that.
I think that's a clause in like all the characters that they sold off in the 90s, they've got something involved where if you don't make a movie within a certain amount of time, you lose the rights.
Yeah, it reverts back.
Really?
Yeah. Which is why
That's weird.
Which is why we got Amazing Spider-Man, because Sony's like, shit, we got to make something.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Sony optioned all the Spider-Man stuff, and then Fox got.
So does that count though?
X-Men
If someone
and-
else makes the movie for you,
I don't know.
That would
the
make
details of
sense.
the contract. I
Well,
don't
why the
fucking
fuck
care.
not?
I don't care. But
I just want to watch it.
yeah, Fox got the X-Men and Fantastic Four, which is why we got the two atrocious Fantastic Four flicks, and then but they're coming back, and I'm super excited about that because
Who's doing it?
not just the
Fox doing it?
no MCU
Oh, right. Because right, I forgot.
because Disney
Deal.
bought whatever.
Oh,
The
so
good part-
them doing it?
but they got all the bad guys with it.
Dr. Doom.
Oh, wow.
Galactus.
Hashtag
yes.
Dr. Doom done right.
Yeah, Silver
Right.
Surfer. Like, we got some really good fucking
shit.
characters that can spread across against anybody. Like, it doesn't have to be involved with the Fantastic Four, and it could segue to them having a movie, or maybe even just the Human Torch by him fucking self. Who fucking knows? There's a lot of good shit now that we got that can segue into other things.
You know what I really liked about the comic book world over the movie entertainment world? There was a lot. It was more friendly in business in the comic book world. So if some guy from DC was like, "Hey, I want to put some characters in da 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 and do a little spinoff," the other guy was like, "Dude, that sounds fucking awesome. Let's do that." And in the movie world, it's so, there's so much money at play that you don't get that freedom. Like, no one's willing to do that when it comes to the higher ups, and it fucking only hurts everyone. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a lot of that playful, being able to do whatever.
Well, I've said this before because other studios, the MCU gets it. The MCU realizes that it's not about just throwing big names into a movies.
Yeah.
They understand there's casting of it. Like, I mean, when they started out, they got Robert Downey Jr., who at the time he had crashed and circled the drain, and everybody was like, really?
Yeah.
And he was the best Iron Man. Like, that's
perfect.
Absolutely.
kind of fucking perfect.
Yeah.
We're like,
There was
a
no
lot
better
of-
role.
we're like, I mean, Fox did some good casting for Wolverine, Xavier, but the rest of them kind of, Some of them they had good moments.
Now, when you say Xavier, you mean Patrick Stewart or Xavier, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually have
there was
a
some
Wizard
good casting.
magazine from the early 90s that if there ever is an X-Men movie, this should be the cast. And they had fucking and they only got one right. But the one they predicted to play Wolverine was Glenn Danzig.
Oh, God.
Really?
I
Yeah.
mean, he has the temper.
Fucking yeah. No, and the Russian from Rocky to play Colossus.
He just start punching everyone
wow.
nearby for
Yeah.
no reason.
And Vader, the WWF for
Wow.
Juggernaut.
Jesus.
But they got one though.
But you see, like, okay, so
I thought there
Will
was some
Smith
good casting.
in a-
Oh, God.
yeah,
don't-
exactly.
that-
Exactly.
Look,
So they're operating on an old procedure. They're like, we throw big names into a movie,
Yeah.
we give it a big budget.
They don't
with
think
great
about.
special
They don't
effects.
think
They
as
don't care
much
about-
into who's playing it as much as who
It's-
the name is.
It's not about
Yeah.
as much as what they're producing or what they're making. It's about how much money we're going to make on this in the back end. So if they make a deal with somebody in their mind, they're thinking they're cutting into my profit margin. I can do this by myself.
Right. It's a shame.
But they're wrong.
No,
And
well,
Marvel
yeah.
gets it because they're literally, we've talked about before, they're literally taking their product and just moving mediums.
Right.
So that, and everything's already done. The storylines are there. Everything's already written. They're just putting it to film instead of.
Is everything
Drawings.
already completely like planned out and done? Like completely?
No, but I mean, they're
No,
obviously.
they've
Or
got-
are they a lot ahead?
They've got a skeletal structure. Like when they
everything's outlined.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And
Like-
then they write in the details as they get closer.
like Civil War. When they did Civil War in the comics, I'm sorry, in the movie, not the comics, they approached Robert Downey Jr. Hey, we kind of like you to kind of be the villain. If you don't come, we already have a plan in place. This is before Civil War ever actually happened. So they kind of go into every scenario with like 3 or 4 different options that they can do, and then once they get the option, that they can get, then they move on.
Yeah.
So it's like that, kind of like build a story or flip whatever
They
that
have-
is, where you
but
flip to the number.
The comic book stories
Choose your
have
own
been
adventure.
redone.
Choose your adventure. Yeah.
They've been done and redone so many times. There's a lot of twists and turns they could take from each one and put them in together to make a great story. So it's
So a good majority of the creative legwork is there.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of piecing it together.
and then putting it
and
on
then-
film in a great way.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy that they can pull all this shit off.
Yeah.
It really is.
Because it's not just the characters that are popular. It's
It's
the
entity.
whole thing. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
So who do we see not making it out of Endgame?
No, it's not a fair question. I hate that
Well,
question.
we don't know who's going to
Okay,
be
we know-
making it back into Endgame.
Okay, I can tell you, I know for sure Spider-Man, obviously, because they're filming his individual sequel.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is making it because he's getting
Guardians.
he's getting a sequel. Guardians may be up in the air because Homeboy got fired and they don't even know if they're going to make
But
three now.
they're using his scripts. They're using his script.
No, they didn't. They junked it.
To win.
Wow.
They
When?
junked his script. I was reading the other day. They junked his shit. They don't want his name anywhere near it.
Which is fucking total
Asinine.
horseshit. It's
Stupid
so
as
stupid.
fuck. Whatever.
Fucking dummies.
Yeah, whatever. So anyway,
Goddamn.
Watch,
over PC
we're going to find out
fucking
Kevin
idiots.
Feige listened to "It's Cold Outside," and then he's going to get fired too.
yeah. So Guardians 3 is up in the air. It may or may not happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be a real bummer. Although, I'm kind of scared to see someone else try to do it.
I am too.
I don't. It has a certain feel. James Gunn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a certain way to. It was very fun. It was always very fun, no matter how ridiculous or how intense it got. It was always still very spirited and like upbeat.
Yeah.
Spirit is a good way to put it.
Yeah, it was great.
It was the first time you ever saw Star Wars. Like, oh my god, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
having
yeah.
a great time. I'm not thinking beyond this. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was light but heavy at the same time. Like it was just
Yeah.
it was a great. Both of them were great flicks. So I don't know someone coming in to fill the shoes, if you will, is going to be.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah,
It's going to be
they
absolutely
might, but MCU knows that.
So
Do you think
they may
how
push-
much of it do you think is the people in MCU versus the heads of Disney?
Oh, that was
that
that was
was-
Disney.
that was-
Gunn was Disney.
Because I would assume
Gunn
MCU is like
Gun-
Kevin Feige was on the phone with them. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to
Disney,
do this?
Disney was the one that fired him. Disney did that 100%. But the rest of like the whole creative thing, because when they even said it when Disney bought the MCU, they were like, no, don't change anything. Do whatever you do. What you
do.
Keep doing your thing. Go.
we're paying your checks now.
We like that profit margin.
You guys seem to be doing it all right.
Yeah.
We got princesses covered. We need something for like boys.
We got princesses covered. And
Did you
space.
just, you just assume their genders?
All of them. Yes.
I think it's documented that none of them are trannies.
Yet.
I'm sorry, can you not say tranny now?
Apparently not.
Okay, trannies.
Trannies.
I don't get that because I know people that are trannies and they don't give a flying fuck. Maybe it's the
not
original
one.
trannies.
Not one.
It's not about them. It's the bored white people who
talk for them?
who need to rage about something.
They're fucking mouthpieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For people that don't need to have mouthpieces.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, the trannies I know are like, yeah, I'm fucking trannies, fucking awesome. It's my life. That's how I live. I don't give a shit.
I actually follow a couple on Twitter. And they're like, "Can you guys just leave us alone? I mean, that's all we want.
Just
leave
stop
us
fucking talking for us, please.
No, not the people calling us trannies. The people that are telling other people not
Yeah,
to.
them.
You
Yeah.
shut up.
general rule of thumb, everybody just wants to be left the fuck alone.
Hey, there it is.
That's yeah.
That's the one.
Everyone just wants to be left the fuck alone.
It's ridiculous.
It was so funny. So I know this guy on Facebook, and he's super fucking liberal, and
Your brother?
no. He's,
Where is he, by the way? I'm still waiting on him.
I don't know. He's
He's camping out in front of the White House.
democratic socialism type guy, always posting up about rich people and spending money and blah 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 blah. blah. So
You didn't know rich people aren't allowed to spend money?
are making money and whatever.
They're not allowed to do that either.
They charge so much for this product. Well, what do you know about economics to understand the price of that product? Because there's usually a formula that do that, and so that way, because if it's too expensive, then they're not going to make money and whatever. But
There's risk accrued by the people that make the product.
absolutely there is. But
and
so-
you also have to pay off all the blackmailing and death threats and all that other shit.
Yeah.
You gotta there's
and you got to bury dead hookers somewhere.
that's exactly that shit ain't fucking cheap.
Yeah. So anyway, he posts up this meme of a chicken, and it was like, "Why'd the chicken cross the road?" And at the bottom, the answer was, "None of your fucking business." And I was like, I had commented on there. I was like, "This is probably the most libertarian thing you've ever said."
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Ha ha 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 ha." And I'm like, But you believe that, don't you?
It's there. You know it.
Sneak it in there.
Yeah, fucker.
You
That's
know
what
it.
I thought.
You know it.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
None of your fucking business. That's solid.
It was so beautiful. The contradiction immediately popped out at me because he knows I'm libertarian. Because I always comment about like, well, we could, because he's always talking about like, oh, we want to spend this much money to build the wall. We could take that money and spend it on universal pre-K and this and that and da da da. And I'm always like, well, we could just not collect the taxes from people and leave them the fuck alone
and not have to
do
spend any of it.
Yeah. How about we spend none of it and let the people keep their fucking money?
Hey, how about it?
And he's like, you don't understand. And I'm like, no, I get it.
But my roads.
Yeah, my roads.
I think we should still keep on the roads. I like driving on.
Well, here's the thing.
Don't start with the whole privatized and the fucking roads thing. We already got into it, and
I'm just saying, do you think the roads are going to go away? Do you think companies like Amazon, do you think they're not going to help pay for roads?
I don't want to pay a toll to leave my driveway.
You're not going to pay a toll. You're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. No,
Why
you're not.
wouldn't they? That's how they make. How they would
Okay.
make money on it.
UPS, FedEx, DHL, all those shipping companies, Amazon. If there was no roads, Amazon would not make money.
That is a very, very good argument.
Roads in
That's
Illinois.
hard.
Roads in
That
Illinois
right
have
there
been
is
paid
very-
for by Domino's Pizza.
I saw that
Do you think
article.
those companies?
That's a very hard
companies that do
thing to
deliveries,
fight.
delivering foods, Uber Eats, Uber in general. You think those companies wouldn't throw down to keep up with roads?
Well, you know what would happen though? At that point, once you've gotten to that point where we're not paying for the roads, so the company is going to do it. The FAA's already gone. Amazon's
Good.
bringing in them drones,
Good.
son.
Do
That's
it.
when they're
Good.
bringing in the drones,
Cheapest
baby.
product, lowest price. Best product, cheapest price. Best product, cheapest
That's the
price.
only thing that
This is-
stopped them was the FAA.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. If they're gone, dude, I want to be able to go in my backyard and receive a package.
Yes.
The
We all do.
thrill, the
Yeah.
fucking thrill. Oh shit! It's
know
my
what's-
double-headed dildo from Amazon.
You know what's stopping that from happening? Taxes.
Taxes
Taxes.
specifically.
Yes. Absolutely taxes.
My sales tax shot down a drone.
Yes.
Oh shit!
You want to know why? Because freedom inherently comes with rights and responsibilities. Mostly responsibilities. Anytime you turn over a responsibility, you turn over the right as well to the group, meaning the government. Which is why people think they have the right to say things like, "Those are my tax dollars." So
No,
we should
you-
be doing.
they're-
We
they've
should be
been-
doing
you've
this. or doing
relinquished.
that. And you've relinquished
Yeah.
that responsibility. You no longer get a fucking option in it.
If only
Which
you
is
could pay
against
for something
freedom.
that's $6.99, put down $6.99, and go, no, I'm not relinquishing. Sorry,
Exactly.
I'm taking that.
Exactly. So people have just gotten so
Then
used
that's theft.
to giving up responsibility that they just think that the government is now responsible for everything, which the government is not like a secret entity. It's not like its own driving force. We are the government. We are.
Speaking of which,
We are one.
We lost our Secretary of Defense. Matt, are you busy in February? I'm not kidding.
I will reluctantly serve as the Secretary of Defense.
If
but
it's
I
a
will.
voting thing, I'll vote you in.
I will
No,
serve.
it's confirmed by the Senate.
Confirmed by the Senate, yeah.
So
I will absolutely
Well, if it
serve.
was Trump, you'd be in. You'd be solid. If it was just Trump.
Like, dude,
Oh, no,
we've,
no, no,
we've got your bear.
Yeah, I
yeah,
got Trumpy Bear.
Like, hey, I got your bear.
He's been staring you down the entire time.
I got your picture on my wall. He's like, you're in. You're my best friend.
I've tweeted him. He knows.
We're gonna go chase some tail, Matt. Let's go.
No, we're going to chase tail. We're going to go kill some Syrians. Liberians, whatever.
They
One of
might
those-
have- they
one of
might
those
have
Aryans.
tails.
One of those Aryans.
They might have tails.
Actually, he's
fuck,
going
Joey?
on.
I don't know. I've never been there.
You know what I think though? I really think he's been.
Can you prove to me otherwise?
who?
No. Thank you.
I really think Trump's been talking to Ron Paul.
Huh?
I really think Trump has been talking to Ron Paul.
Ron or Rand?
Ron
yeah.
and Paul in the
Ron.
morning?
No, Ron Paul.
Ron and Paul.
No, Ron Paul.
Ron and
Ron.
Paul.
Don't take out the and.
So Ron
I'm talking Paul and young Ron.
and Paul.
No. Ron Paul.
Paul Ron.
Paurin.
Paul Ron.
He's dyslexic.
Anyway, I'm
Bless
pretty
you.
sure, I'm pretty sure Trump has been talking to him because of the whole Syria pullout. Because Ron Paul is,
Hey, if there's anything I know, you should always pull out.
yeah. Well, the idea is that there's going to be a huge power vacuum, and Russia and Turkey are going to take that over, and then yeah,
I wouldn't doubt that for a second.
most likely. But I'm
Especially because I'm watching the Americans.
and I'm super happy. I think there's going to be some great things happening if Russia takes over the power vacuum there.
Really?
Yes, economically, I think it's a great thing because
For who?
for us in the
How's-
long run, absolutely.
How come?
And we're also watch. This is what's going to happen. Towards the beginning or the middle of next year, we will also massively pull out of Afghanistan. Finally, watch.
It's a lot of pulling out.
Yes, it is. It's what we're good at. What I'm good at. So,
Talented.
We're gonna pull out.
Actually, everyone but Sutton has a good plug game.
No, dude, she was on birth control when Mila came along.
That shit is strong.
But did you pull out?
Double barrel beat it.
I have nothing to say to that.
All right,
Played the odds and lost.
so we're pulling out of Afghanistan. I guarantee it. Watch. We're gonna pull out of Afghanistan massively, which is great because someone else is gonna go in there. You know who it's gonna be? It's not going to be Russia directly. It'll be somebody else, but they're going to be funded and trained and armed by Russia, which means Russia's going to spend money and resources on this.
Yeah, but the thing you got to consider is
And there's no return on it.
the thing you have to consider though is
Well-
whenever anyone pulls out, I mean, you're not done. Where are you going to blow your load now? Where's America blowing their load after they pull out?
All right.
Where are we going to blow it?
Yeah.
Probably on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're not,
God.
we're not going to spend it on the wall. You want to know what we're going to spend it on?
No, we're not.
I don't know. They're going to spend it on something shitty.
they'll figure out something horrible to waste it on.
They'll-
Don't worry, they're the government.
They'll raise taxes and start a new program. That's what they'll fucking do.
They'll raise taxes for a program that raises taxes.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
All right. So, as far as Russia gaining any kind of control in the Middle East, I'll tell you why I'm hesitant about that being any kind of good. Because a lot of the pipelines that feed the EU for their oil run
through
through
there.
a lot of
know.
area that Russia's going to control. That's why Russia started getting into Crimea, because the Black Sea.
Yeah, because they wanted the natural gas lines to
And they
to
cap it.
Europe, yeah.
They'll cap it as a weapon.
And-
absolutely they will.
And this is what I say about that. Fuck the EU.
Well, right, but like,
Fuck them. Fuck them in their European ass.
Well, they don't even have Britain anymore, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck them.
no more fish and chips for the E EU.
Wait a minute, you don't
Fuck
like
'em.
paying for shit that doesn't have to do with you?
What?
Fuck them.
That's crazy.
They can all
Swear
have
we
sex with
said-
their Paris Accord and get bent.
We said something like that to them a couple hundred years ago, I think.
No, we said that to them not very recently. Well, no, we said to the UK when Putin like raised the price on natural gas
Yeah.
during the Obama administration, and we're like,
Well, it's because Obama let the Russians go into Crimea, and he was like, he was like, oh, we're gonna take we will not stand for this. We will not stand for this. And then we didn't do anything, and he just kept talking shit and didn't do anything, and just let Putin do whatever the fuck he felt like. I think they're like a couple years away from just annexing Crimea. And
You need a better coil.
Oh, no, it's old.
Are you guys?
You need a better tank.
Are you guys talking about your puffer science experiments you got over there?
little black dicks you stuck it on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mine's black. A little bit of red on it.
Looks like
It's been a rough night.
Mine's blue, so
Work
I guess
that
it's
shit raw.
sick.
Or a Smurf.
But anyway,
But I think the end game for us is going to be great because Russia's going to spend resources, money, and capital in a centralized economy on war, which is great because that's less they can spend on anything fucking else because they have central planning. So
So they can't hack our next election? I'm so afraid of that.
They've already hacked the next election.
they're not going to hack the election. They're just going to put out a bunch of memes and support dumb shit.
yeah.
They're hacking.
That's
They're hacking.
That's hacking. See,
They're hacking the social fucking mindset. That's all they're doing.
you know what's funny? This is the best part.
That's like
news
saying
puts it
hacking
out.
when you leave your Facebook open and someone's like, "Bro, I hacked your Facebook," and I left it open, you stupid fuck. What do you know about hacking, you dipshit? I did the hacking for you by knowing my fucking password, you dummy. Sorry, it's a pet peeve.
No, CNN,
I hate that shit.
CNN puts it out like they're hacking, and they always show like a picture or like a scene of like someone in their mom's basement with a screen, and it's just a bunch of ones and zeros. Like they fucking know binary code.
It's,
like by
it's an
heart,
operator from the fucking Matrix.
Like, like they're fucking typing away, like, but they, their hands going crazy, but there's only ones and zeros on the screen. Like they only need 2 buttons at a 60-button fucking keyboard. What the fuck?
Oh, that's
They
great.
didn't need the whole keyboard. They just need the numbers.
Two of them.
Yeah.
2 fingers. 2 fingers. Yeah, that's a good point.
Fuck. It's like, no, it's not hacking. They made some memes and they
No,
threw it out.
it's not hacking. It's hacky. That's what it is. It's fucking hacky. You fucking hacky ass journalism, piece of shit. Fucking awful. And we all, well, not all of us, but majority, slurp it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's easy. It's easy to do.
So can we take a moment right now? I wouldn't be me if I didn't embarrass at least one friend.
Do we need to hold hands?
Not yet. So
Is this going to be me? Because
No.
I could
No.
go get some booze.
nobody's close to you.
Shit, I'm sipping. Is it me?
Uh-oh.
Want to take a break? He wants
Yeah.
booze. So break?
Yeah, let's take a break, okay?
I gotta pee.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's take a break.
We'll
Okay.
take- we'll
and
take-
then you
take
can
a quick
embarrass
break.
somebody.
Cool. Done.
And Krebs, you're going to embarrass somebody?
Yeah. Okay. So your I was gonna say girlfriend, but no, fiance.
You can just call her my wife. This is about as good as it gets.
Did you put a ring on it?
Actually,
Kind of, yeah.
I was gonna say,
I mean, it's an
yeah,
engagement ring, but yeah, it's
part of the deal.
it's there. It's there.
So she heard.
And did it in wild fashion, mind you.
I know. We actually.
In wild nerd fashion.
I know. I had the pictures, and I was there at some restaurant, at some bar. I can't remember, with Monkey and her when she was down, and we showed the pictures to some bartender, and she found it really cool. I'm not into Doctor Who. I'm sorry, so it didn't mean that much to me.
So for the listeners,
to me, that was Kilgrave.
so this is for the listeners. My lovely, lovely fiance wife, whatever you'd like to call her. I call her my wife. I got the grand idea to propose to her. Yes, in nerd fashion, at a Comic-Con at Emerald Con in Seattle. But the basis for it was that I was guerrilla style trying to figure out how to propose to her with David Tennant's blessing.
Kill
Who the
And
fuck is that?
David Tennant.
Kilgrave.
He's a Doctor Who.
Yeah, he was a doctor, and he was also in Harry Potter. He was Marty. Or
He was
Barty.
He was Kilgrave.
He was Kilgrave.
The one that matters.
Who's Kilgrave?
The one that matters. Keep
I don't
going.
know what that is.
Keep going.
In
What's it
Jessica,
from?
Jessica,
Don't explain
Okay,
it.
all right,
Don't explain
all
it.
right,
Keep going.
all right.
No,
not
now I need to know. What is
Finish
it?
your fucking story.
That's not nice.
Or maybe he should have
Sutton-
seen it. You
Sutton-
have Netflix.
Sutton, you're the only one that's not an asshole or complacent to one.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna help you.
Yes, it does. That's exactly what it means.
I said it wasn't nice. I didn't say I was nice.
Hey, Joey, you have Netflix, right?
No.
You're goddamn
stay with
liar.
you.
Watch,
Yes,
Who
you
doesn't
do.
have Netflix?
watch Jessica.
Or at least steals it.
watch Jessica Jones.
He's in that?
Yes, he's fucking
He's-
Kilgrave.
He's in that. He's in that. He's the other side of that.
Plays a villain?
Yes.
With a name like
awesome.
Kilgrave, no, he's the hero.
Hey, you never know. Deadpool.
Nah,
Just saying.
No,
He's
Deadpool's
not a hero.
That's he's an anti-hero.
He's an anti-hero, but
No, he does what Deadpool wants, and if it's
he is
good-
what he is. Yeah.
And if it's good, great. If not, fuck him.
Fair enough. That is a very fair point. So, all right. So, David Tennant, he's probably known as the best doctor of all time. He's like
And
the
you mean
crowd
Kilgrave?
favorite, or Kilgrave.
Kilgrave.
Dr.
But
Kilgrave.
as Doctor Who, because that's what this story is about.
In Kilgrave, he banged Jessica Jones.
You would.
That would be considered rape, though.
Yeah, he raped her,
Yeah.
That's still banging. That's still banging.
and he got her.
Say how you will.
He got her consent to rape her.
Hashtag feminism.
Hashtag feminism. Look, Gary,
All right. So
in Kilgrave's world, no means yes and yes means anal.
you know, you're only helping
Sorry.
my love for this man more and more.
Sorry,
I love
ladies.
It.
Matt is married.
Hey. All right,
So-
so let's hear the story.
So, I tried everything I could to go through the con, to go through talent agents, everything to try to get a hold or anyone that could set this up
You're an obsessive
With-
motherfucker, so I believe you.
with David Tennant. I mean, I went through every fucking avenue possible, and you know, the con people pretty much they were sweet as hell, but at the end of the day, it was pretty much like. In short, she had a really flowery way to put it, but it was pretty much, you know, can you imagine how many of these we get? We can't. Like, it just, literally the only thing that would happen is that we wouldn't even be able to get work done. So, I was on my own. So, what I did was, you know what the TARDIS is? That little blue box?
Box. Yeah.
Okay,
Bigger on
so-
the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No one cares.
that's right, bitch.
Yeah.
So I got a proposal box, a ring box. That's a TARDIS. Lights up and shit.
Okay.
Fucking awesome. And we just kind of went there going, all right, well, I guess there's no real good way to do this. We had a meet and greet, and
That's also how anal actually starts.
yeah, there is no good way to do this.
And it's
That's
bigger on
true.
the inside.
Yeah, and yeah. Right. That was fucking
damn it.
solid. Oh, you think you're punny, yeah? Oh, the punish over here. Okay. So I talked to, they're lining up for the meet and greet and shit and such, and I talked to one of the people that worked there and pretty much said, hey, look, this is what I want to do. By the way, you have no idea how difficult it is to get the person you're proposing to the fuck away from you at a con so that you can discuss with other people what you're trying to surprise.
Hey, can you go away for like 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's like, it's really tough to do that without, either A, hurting feelings or being completely fucking obvious. So I was like, I need to ask this person some questions. Can you get in line so we don't keep losing spots in line? And it got very difficult after I accomplished part of the mission. So I talked to the person heading up the line and said, look, this is what I want to do, yada, yada. What options do I have? What can I do? And they said, well, we can talk to the staff inside and talk to, David, essentially David's, I guess you could call handlers.
Handler.
Yeah.
His people.
So that we can try to arrange it. And, but, caveat, you have to convince those people in the front of the line that have been waiting here for 2 hours to go in front. So I went, oh, Jesus Christ. Now, I'm from Miami. Immediately, my first thought is, well, I'm fucked.
Yeah, right?
I'm totally screwed. This is not going to work. If I'm lucky, the fucking 188th person might let me skip, and then they'll change their mind.
But you're in Seattle, where 33% of all men menstruate.
That's correct. And it's actually higher than that.
Any sex can bleed.
What?
Any sex can bleed. Carry on.
That's right. That's right. That's
Oh, we're not going to go there.
real
We're
news.
not going there.
Real news.
We're not going there.
So I convinced these lovely ladies to let us butt the line to the very front of the fucking line. Now that is where it got really hard to keep like the ruse from coming out. I mean, how the fuck do I get us to the front of the line when there's 250 people in line? It's like,
and you don't have a gun.
yeah, I don't have a gun.
Yeah.
Correct.
Or an alligator.
Or an alligator.
Hashtag Florida man.
Florida man. So I go back to the line and I say, hey, I got us to the front of the line. And she's like, how'd you do that? And I knew that was coming, but I still didn't have a good way to do it. And I just did it the only way I knew how.
Part of the deal.
Don't ask fucking questions. Let's just go.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to know what I
You
had
should
to
have
do.
pulled a Matt here. Baby, I'm fucking amazing.
Oh, that would have worked.
Or you could have just done, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
That was kind of... I mean, that's more or less.
That would totally get her mind off of like the whole ring thing. Like she would not think ring. She'd think something sinister.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God, you killed a man.
Or blew him.
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions you can't handle the truth of. So we go up to the front of the
Do you have any
line.
mouthwash?
That's not sinister. That's just dirty. Sorry, beverage.
Hold on. He's sipping out of a Schnubbly's wine glass.
Schnebley's wine.
Stumbley's is amazing.
But I'm drinking a rum and coke now because
Danny
the
Roy.
Schnebley's is low if and or gone.
Yes.
That's you guys.
No, that's Schnebley's. You delicious motherfuckers. So anyways,
I got the lychee, but I'm not busting it out today.
no, that shit, we had a party last night, and I only saw one bottle of Schnebley's out there, and it wasn't lychee, baby.
It's
that
not-
went bye-bye. That took a little nap.
It's not lychee season, so I don't blame you for not bringing it
Yeah,
up.
absolutely. That shit is in it's market price.
I saw what you paid for it.
Yeah, it's market price right now. Anyway, so
Because we're not sponsored by Snebley's yet.
not yet.
Yet.
Working on it.
Yet.
Snebley's.
Schnebley's.
Mike, say yet.
Yet.
Thank you.
There we go.
I wanted a consensus.
Of course, he
So,
said it as I'm sipping.
So I get to the front of the line. We finally get let in, and somehow, I forget how I was hiding the box. I was hiding the ring box inside of some other thing because the whole part of what, all right, two things happened. One, we had a lot of loot crate shit that we had from IPs that we don't give a shit about. So our genius idea was to bring all of the stuff that we didn't want in a giant bag and just give it out to people. Like, hey kid, you pick something. You want it?
Oh, because you're like fucking addicted to Loot Crate.
Yeah, we have a couple of them that come in. And, you know, it's random, so
Yeah.
there's shit that I don't know and or don't give a fuck about.
You did all.
Or unless, of course, I get into it afterwards and I'm like, fuck! I should have kept, God damn it! Yeah. So we go, I have that
See,
hiding.
I'm an adult, so I have the same thing happen about tools, where I'm like, oh fuck, I'm never going to use this again, and I get rid of it, and I go, fuck, I needed that torque wrench, fuck.
Oh, trust me, I do that. I have a ton of tools.
I keep all my tools now.
As an HVAC guy, I have an amount of tools that's staggering because it's all specialty shit. It's like your line.
Yeah, same shit.
That shit,
All
but
the fiber
for
tools,
HVAC.
yeah.
Very specific stuff. Anyways, so I have that hiding in something that's like has nothing to do with what it is, but every time someone's reaching into the bag, I have to hope that they don't want it. So it's kind of like nondescript and kind of boring looking. And so finally, while she was, I believe I passed it off to the line person before I went and got her to go up to the front of the line so that she could give it to David's handler. They could take it out of the box, turn on the light, because it's got to be on, when you present it, and then have David present it as I proposed. So it was really fucking sketchy and really difficult and like really, really nerve-wracking that everything went according to plan because it's all guerrilla. None of this was like in stone. It was just fucking fly by the seat of your pants. So
How I live, bro.
It's thrilling. It's a thrilling way to live, baby.
Which, by the way, all this sounds amazing and really funny, and I kind of wish we had video because you're talking about like, this immense amount of planning and luck, and you're in fucking pajama pants right now.
That's right.
At like 3...
Drinking rum and coke out of a fucking wine glass.
At 4 o'clock, yeah.
That's right. So, no cameras were allowed at all in that room. No camera. I couldn't film it or anything. The only reason I have pictures from it happening was because the handlers took pictures for me and sent them to me.
That was nice.
Nice.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was really fucking cool.
I've seen those pictures.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Gay.
So somehow it mostly goes to plan, and she is too oblivious to like him being there, or too like fixated on what's happening to really realize all the fuck ups that are happening.
Perfect.
Because he's like opening it and looking at it like, oh wow, and then it just kind of somehow works.
Can you do the in an English accent?
I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
Just fucking with you.
You sound like a deaf girl having sex.
See, now I want to make Helen Keller jokes.
No, he had a friend in the Marines who banged a deaf girl in Las Vegas.
Oh my god, I can't even.
That's
imagine.
about the sound she made.
Yeah, roughly that.
Go on.
One time,
Little less graceful.
Helen Keller actually fell into a hole. She screamed so loud her hands fell off.
All right, put him.
Well, why did Helen Keller's dog run away?
I don't know.
You'd run away too if your name was.
Fucking unbelievable.
You know why Helen Keller has
And
a
there
red
went-
mark on the side of her face? She answered the iron instead of the phone.
And there goes half of the listenership.
You know why she has a red mark on the other side?
All
of her
right,
face?
that's enough.
You think you know the darkness. You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it, molded by it. Helen Keller.
You know why she has a red mark on the other side of her face?
Oh God, why?
They called back.
All right, cool. So,
Hold on. Son's losing it. Hold on. You haven't heard that one?
so he presented the ring, and Shy answered the other iron, and she's permanently disfigured now. The end. No, so he presented it, and I did the proposal and all that, and she was freaked the fuck out. Like, she couldn't believe what the fuck was going on. I couldn't believe what the fuck was going on. He ended up, like, signing the inside of the box,
Nice.
and then we needed a ruse item for him to sign because this was like the meet and greet was based on a signature of something. Yeah. So we needed a ruse item, which was like this journal that's from the show, and he ended up like writing a nice message.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and it was really fucking like incredible. And the photo shoots were sold out before I could
Get in.
not get in because it was done online beforehand, like fucking months before, and even months before I couldn't get it. It was instantly sold out for that day, just gone. So his agent who was there with him, or his U.S. agent, pulled some strings to get me in on the photo shoot, so that we could take what is now the staged proposal, the photographs that we have, because they weren't allowed in that room.
Yeah.
So now, there's like a staged one where, I'm proposing and it's like, oh my God. And it's with Billy, what the fuck is her name?
No, you're talking about the chick. I
forget her last name. Oh my God.
I only know I got so much shit because she has a Facebook account, and I said, "Wow, you're not aging well." I got so much shit.
Whoa!
Shots fired.
Billy Piper.
Shots fired.
Billy Piper.
And she actually started in actually I'm sorry, my favorite and the greatest Doctor Who, which was what's his
Christopher
name?
Eccleston.
Thank you.
Yeah, Shai hates Christopher Eccleston, and I think she's fucking crazy. He was amazing. He's fantastic.
And I don't even like Doctor Who. That motherfucker should have gotten at least 2 or 3 more seasons. I fucking
He
loved
didn't.
him.
I think there was a problem where he didn't.
I read about it, and yeah, it was kind of
It was a thing.
They say mutual, but really like they
Yeah.
they
Anytime
weren't-
someone says mutual, the reason they
weren't-
had to throw mutual in there
they
was
weren't-
because it wasn't.
They weren't giving him like the freedom he wanted like to do. I'm like, no, he's doing well.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Exactly. So then we took the photo shoot and all that other shit, and it was awesome. So how the hell did we even get onto the proposal in the first place?
I was trying to embarrass Shy.
I don't know. Oh. Okay.
No, but it started with that, but then it turned into whether she was my wife or not, and she has a ring. There was original reason.
put a ring on it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I got it. You know how Helen Keller's parents?
Oh my God. That's better than any joke you could have done. Was the misdirect? That was way better than any of it.
You know how Helen Keller's
No,
parents
you shouldn't
punished
even
her?
keep going. That was amazing.
No, they rearranged the furniture.
Or put a plunger in the toilet.
I was gonna say that one.
Joey does not look amused.
Yeah, it's like I just stepped into the Marines barracks. You want to start with some dead baby jokes?
Are we going here?
I have a fuck ton of dead baby jokes.
You might lose your
Viewership?
directing job to for the next Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
Aww. Actually, I definitely won't be Secretary of Defense.
Well, that was a given.
Well, I might get confirmed. You don't know.
Well, yeah, until they listen to any of the podcasts.
oh no. We've got a Republican Senate, so you get pushed through.
Yeah, I might. Maybe.
Actually, you might have decorated honors. They might give you some shit that you never even did.
No, only Obama did that when he gave what was it? Joe Biden like the Medal of Freedom on like his last day of office.
Yeah.
Because you're never too old to get a participation trophy.
Go for the Supreme Court, bro.
Look, I honestly had no problem with the Obama administration, but I just don't like Joe Biden just because. I have no real good reason. I just think he was like this fucking old withered like teddy bear thing, like this ornament that just like, oh yeah, so and we got this fucking thing. Kind of like that, but without looking crazy and awesome.
You mean the Trumpy bear?
The Trumpy bear. Trumpy bear. Well, at least he's not staring at me anymore. So I am now cuddling Trumpy bear.
He's super soft.
What?
He is incredibly soft. I don't think Trump is this soft. That's a fact.
Watch his hands though. He might grab for things.
Like pussies.
Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have him grabbing some crotch. Oh, I should have draped the American flag around him. That's where it's at.
The flag.
Actually, wait. Don't you need a picture for this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Get on it.
He just got one.
I might have just taken it, dude.
We'll send it.
Yeah, but he's a guest too.
Actually, I thought your picture better outside.
He's a guest.
I thought your picture outside was better, holding fucking
The cute, the cigar and the fucking.
Schnebley's wine and in your pajama pants. That screams Miami to me on a Sunday.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking classy. By the
Absolutely
way,
does.
the cigar was a Dutch.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Sutton is the only man in South Florida that smokes a Dutch Masters as a cigar.
Which I was not aware we could do.
I didn't know they came with tobacco.
Yeah.
And he is literally the only man in South Florida that does that. Really think about the numbers they put out, and then think about the possibility that he may be the only person. It's kind of crazy. 100,000 sold a month, and this guy is.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's just fucking
and
smoking away.
Only 4 of them get smoked.
Yeah.
And they're all
Which is
Mike.
one pack by Mike.
Yep.
Okay, I can't hold Trump anymore, but he is very soft.
It's
He's incredibly soft. Yeah,
not-
that's
not-
actually really good quality. I'm
not-
surprised.
really is.
It's American made, bro.
The fuck it is. Yeah, like his hats, right? That shit was sewn up by the most bloody child fingers they could find in Indonesia. China? Haiti?
Made in China.
There it is. Boom. Well, it's not like Trump made that. He's not making money on it. Someone else is making money on it.
Oh, dude, it's got its name. He has to.
No, but it doesn't have his name. It's Trumpy, which is different.
It's
Isn't it?
not different enough.
Just like Teddy Bear.
Look, he's too much of a fucking narcissistic egomaniac to fight it. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, hey, someone's loving me. I don't give a fuck. They can make $1 on my name. I've been making dollars on everyone else's names or my family's name since.
You know, he's not even really that big into real estate. He literally just leases his names to property, so properties will say they're Trump.
Yeah, it's not.
He doesn't
not
own
a
the property.
surprise at all.
That's how he's been doing it.
Yeah,
for
he's leasing his
decades.
name.
Yeah,
It's fucking. It is what it is. It's fucking.
that's how he makes his money. It's quite genius.
Yeah.
He's literally just PR.
Oh, speaking of crazy buildings, has anyone been up in Broward over near Griffin and the Turnpike?
No,
over by Hard Rock.
I usually don't leave the country very often.
Ah, yes, yes. You don't often head into the United States often.
No,
You don't leave the Republic of South Florida.
Not very often. It's not that, you know what it is? Here, you don't judge distance by miles. You judge it by time. So
Yeah.
you're talking a trip to Fort Lauderdale, Griffin Road. That's like I feel like that's like almost like a 4 or 5 hour journey.
You have no
By
idea.
the time you get up there, go see whatever the fuck you're gonna see, and then come back all the way down. You've spent
you
the
have
day.
you have no idea about traveling by time in Seattle. There's no straight anything. Everything is just curved and snaked. So if something's like 3 miles away, and you're like, oh, 3 miles, that's not far.
3 drive miles
The-
or 3 like
As the crow flies.
As the
Yeah.
crow flies, it's 3 miles, but you got to go.
But
around
it's
the
like
12
fucking
mountains.
80
Yeah.
miles. Like, how the fuck did 3 miles turn into 12? And it's like a fucking, and then 12 miles turns into like 45 minutes. You're like, this is crazy. It's really,
Common Core math.
yeah, it's very strange. Well, you lived up near Boston, right?
Oh yeah,
so you know
Boston's
all
a
about
fucking
that
nightmare.
shit.
It's terrible.
That shit is fucked.
It's fucking awful,
That is
man.
so fucked, and nothing's numbered. It's just you have to know the names.
Well, see, and dude, when I moved up there,
Can you
I
imagine without when there was no GPS?
nope. Well, see, and fucking Boston, there's so many tunnels. Even if you have GPS, you're going through a tunnel and you got
It's
nothing.
gone.
And there are turns, there are exits inside tunnels.
What?
Underground. Like,
So
how
you
the
have to
fuck
make
do you find
decisions that
anything?
you
Okay,
can't
so
make.
I can say this: I have driven cross country before there was GPS.
Yeah.
and before there was MapQuest.
Yeah, when it was you go to the gas station and buy a fucking map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember when I had my first car, I had the atlas. You know, you have the big map with all the states, all the major roads, and I had a breakdown of each area.
Yeah.
And then I remember I would sit down and look at the map and highlight a path. Like, okay, I'm going to take this road to this road to this road to this road because, you know, this is a highway, this is a state road, so it's going to be bigger, faster. And, you know, I used to know the map legend and how it all worked and
Right.
highlight it out. And that was the path I was going to take. So when I got to this road, okay, cool. And you have to actually pay attention to the street signs. They weren't just there for decoration.
yeah. Or you didn't just willfully ignore all of them because
I have a GPS.
I already got everything I need,
Yeah.
including the speed limit.
Yeah.
You're as good as the fucking exit. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You're just a suggestion.
Basically. It's funny because my wife had never done that. So we get in the car, we started driving, and I'm like, hey, check out the next stop sign or the next road sign for, you know, the rest stop, see what's there. Because, you know, it's getting around food time. And she's like, what sign? And I was like, what do you mean, what sign? You know, before every rest, like a couple miles out, they start telling you what's at the next rest stop so you can plan a stop. And she's like,
What?
I'm like, God damn it.
The fuck you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. Before we keep moving forward, shout out to my lovely wife, Shy. I love you very much. I just wanted because we talked indirectly about her, but
And in other news, Band Practice
to her.
Podcast is about to have its first edit.
you fucking stupid piece of shit.
Are we?
You see what you've done? You see what you've done, woman?
Fag.
So
Fair enough, whatever.
Wait. The edit.
I like my wife and I like dicks. What's your problem?
the edit was going to be him giving a shout out to his wife saying, I love you.
because he was being nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
he can't have that
'Cause
shit.
He hijacked our platform to spread his love.
Yeah, you can't have that.
How big is your wife's dick?
Only hate and bigotry. What?
You said you love your wife and dick. So how big is your wife's dick?
Well, first off, it's not that big, so I have to go elsewhere. Thank you very much.
A little bit of a sore topic, bro.
But she knows. She's the one that does the fucking groundwork for me. She's out there searching.
So you're saying that she's laying the pipe?
No, she's accruing the pipe. She's
it's like a video game. She's collecting dexterity points.
yes, yeah. She's going around searching for said pipe, and if it makes
Grinding?
the cut, then it goes in the butt. Just saying.
I'm gonna feel real weird if you get like a lot of random messages. Hey, so how you doing?
Just don't link my information on the podcast.
Oh, no,
please.
it's done.
All right. So
No,
hey, gentlemen callers.
Hang on, tie that into all the date requests Tyler's gonna get.
Oh, yeah.
You
No,
just
this is what
plugged
we
him
do.
a lot.
We'll plug you, and then everybody that message that calls us for you, we're just going to pass them to Tyler.
Perfect. There you go. That works. We just need some sort of a deference service and just moves it on over. I'm sure it exists. If
Moving
not,
on up
If
to
not-
Tyler's ass.
right up.
Joey, if not, free market, bro. Let's make it.
Free market, bro. Part of the deal.
I'm way too lazy for that. Do you know how to program?
No, but you probably do.
The fuck I do. I can play drums, make music. That's about it.
You built my computer.
With enough Adderall,
Did I?
can do anything.
Yeah.
I don't even remember doing that. So how's that?
So you know shit you don't know you know.
That might be the case.
You know, I didn't even know that was your voice doing the English accent.
Yeah, neither did Matt.
No, I did.
Oh, you did? No, I told you. That was you that told me the other night. That's what.
No,
Sorry,
I-
there's been a lot of booze in the past fucking couple days.
Yeah.
me and Krebs were out till fucking 4 a.m. at Little Hoolies. I didn't even know it was that time.
I made posts that I'm getting like notifications on. I don't remember doing.
Yeah. That was crazy. And then because
Do you know where we were?
Miami.
No, well, where?
Little Hoolies. And then
Yeah.
I played drums and played some Foo Fighters covers.
Do you remember that?
I saw the
I do
video of
remember
that.
that. Oh, you actually posted a video?
Hell yeah.
There-
Oh God. Oh God, that's gotta be awful. I was so fucked. And that drum set was so hard to play on.
No, you were the only thing good on the stage.
I was about to say, yeah.
Fair enough. I'll take
By
it.
comparison, you were amazing.
Yeah, they were all like, and you were like, all right.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I thought we were.
I couldn't. Well, luckily for me, I couldn't hear anything that was happening outside of that.
Oh,
circle.
you would have quit and got up and walked out.
Yeah, that bad.
You would have been played at stop and been like, you guys suck.
What the fuck are you doing? I really, dude. I was trying to get the guitarist to play "All My Life." That would have been fucking great. But I kept pushing for it, and then
No,
I got
they
stuck
don't-
into
no,
I got because he was playing it. He was playing the guitar chords, and I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." And then somehow it turned. I suggested "Learn to Fly," and then we played "Everlong." And I was like, "God damn it!"
You know why you played Everlong?
Because
every one of those people that goes there for the open mic nights all play in the cover bands in the local scene, and that's the only Foo Fighters song any of them play.
I know,
They
that's
all
that's
play
the
that
cover song.
fucking
Yeah, I
song.
know.
They also all know Green Day "Time of Your Life," all of them, every single fucking one of them.
Yeah, but that's like the simplest song to play ever. I can fucking play
Somewhere-
that.
Yeah, but the drummers don't know how to play it.
Really?
Yeah, because there's no drums.
Oh, do you play drums?
I don't.
Yeah.
I already told you that earlier.
Does anyone in this
I
room
know.
play drums? I don't think so.
Squeak?
No, he just barks.
I tripped
He
over
just barks and sucks his cock.
Yeah. Which,
Apparently, I heard that on the last one.
you haven't
Yeah.
seen it? You haven't
Have you
seen
seen
it?
it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a sight to behold. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I was so disturbed by it, and I couldn't stop staring. I'm like, what in the fuck is happening? And you know, it's, you know, if I walked in on. All right, not Matt. I was going to point at Matt. If I walked in,
he didn't
not
point
you
at Matt.
either.
Sean Hanselman.
Sean Hanselman. Perfect. If I walked in on Sean Hanselman sucking his own dick, he would just like stop and stare at me in horror, like, "Oh, I've been caught." Like I said, this doesn't apply to Matt and Krebs. They'd just be like, "You gonna close the door? Or you want to watch?" But Squeak just he stops, look at you, looks back at his dick, and just goes, Game on. And just fucking jackhammers his dick in his mouth over and over and over. It's fucking incredible. It's almost like he gets tired, though. It's very strange.
Wasn't there an episode of Metalocalypse completely dedicated to that idea? Like, if you
Dogs
could suck
or
your own
humans?
dick. If you could suck your own dick.
Yes, there
and,
was.
And everyone tried, right?
They were all trying.
Didn't Pickles actually do it?
I think so. I think Pickles is the one.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Pickles thing.
Somebody was telling me, I think there was somebody they knew that could actually do it. And when
What the fuck?
And then when asked about it, like, oh, that must be awesome. And he was like, no, it's not like getting your dick sucked. It's more like sucking a dick.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
You want the truth? I did gymnastics when I was 14. I could. And yeah. But you can't get you can't get
More context required.
you can't get all the way down the shaft. At least I couldn't. So it's not fun. It's just like, oh, there's a dick in my mouth. Like
It's just an accomplishment.
it's just weird.
It's just an accomplishment. That's all it is. Yeah. You get a little fucking a trophy like in a game. Little. All right, PSN. You did
Achievement
it.
unlocked.
Yeah, achievement. There you go. Achievement unlocked. So you unlocked that achievement, huh?
Yeah.
Very nice.
TMI.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
whatever.
Sorry,
Nobody could judge because every single man has fucking tried more than
At
once.
some point in their life. yeah.
Absolutely, they've tried. I know I have.
And I've got like an entire fucking list of shit that I know I'm going to share on this podcast eventually. So we're like item 22. We're like not even close to the most fucked up shit I've ever done or seen. So
Yeah. Fair enough.
what's up, Double Barrel?
Can't do that while the man's drinking beer.
Are you kidding?
He almost double
fucking
barreled
timed that
that
shit.
He almost double barreled that beer right out of his fucking nostrils.
And then we'd have our first spit take.
Wait, is that what it's called? I thought it was a porn term.
Sure.
I have no idea. I'm just.
We've had spills before.
Yeah, we have.
I money shotted myself.
Yeah, first money
Nice.
shot, and then on
It
the
was my first time on the show. Matt soaked the
that's
fucking
right.
air conditioner somehow.
How the fuck did you accomplish that?
Because I had a Corona and I put a lime in it and I put my thumb over the top and turned it upside down, and then flipped it back over and put it into my mouth. And I didn't put it to my mouth fast enough versus my thumb moving. I was definitely off coordinated because I had too many, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And it just sprayed fucking everywhere behind me on the mics, on the fucking
It was
keyboard.
everywhere, man.
It went every fucking where.
For those in Radioland, that is roughly 6 to 7 feet away.
Oh, it went all over the damn wall.
It was
Jesus.
quite a fucking shot.
Yeah,
It was,
that is a money shot.
And then one episode, Krebs was coming in with beer and dropped the bottle on the floor.
that was Pat and Rudy. Pat and
Pat
Rudy.
and Rudy.
I remember.
And broke it
Yeah, beer on the floor.
in the middle of the podcast.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I remember.
Was
that.
there a pause at that point?
Yeah, there
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I would hope so.
And it was funny because we paused and then we come back and he's like, starts trying to change the subject. I was like, no.
Nope,
No, we're
nope.
talking about that right now.
And actually, the beer is exactly why we got into that topic, because Rudy was like, I don't think I want to get into it, but can somebody get me a beer? And that's when I went out. Like, no, the beer was integral to that conversation. And then immediately afterwards, someone goes, no, you said, oh, Krebs, get me a beer. I'm like, are you sure? Because I dropped the last one.
You are the bona fide beer bitch.
Well, because he's by the door.
And I like it. I like to move around.
Don't
That's true. You get a Lancy.
don't mock him on this. I need him to continue. Fucking stop
Don't
it.
you change his mind.
No.
Don't change his stance.
Don't you cut me off.
Vital. This is vital.
I've decided the next purchase for the Band Practice LLC will be a mini fridge.
Yeah,
That I'm
absolutely.
going to slide right under the desk here, so all Krebs has to do is reach down.
Yeah. Dude, offer up that shit, dog.
No,
Guarantee you they're out there.
No, they are. I've been looking. I was checking out Brandsmar. I saw a really nice one.
That's something I really miss
I thought
in
we were going
Washington.
to get Big Red to buy our chairs and beers, fridges.
Chairs, I'm not worried about.
Yeah, but now I'm executive producer. That's a problem. I think that was part of the deal.
Well, no, you're just gonna help us do a logo. That's the other goal we want. We want a logo.
and I'm not going to divulge what we have in the plans until it's done.
I absolutely will.
No, don't do it. It's going to be a good surprise.
I want to do a logo, and then
It's going to involve a cigarette. That's all you need to know.
I want to get a logo, and then I want to put that logo on things.
That's usually how logos work. Just saying. Hey, I made this logo for the company. Yeah, cool. Why don't you just put that right up your ass, huh? You gonna pay me for it?
What I really want to do is, so I've already talked it out because my wife's cousin's husband works at a print shop, and I was talking to him, and he's gonna hook me up on a deal with stickers. So I
nice.
I want to get like 2,000 stickers made, and then give them to everyone we know.
And or just plaster them in places they shouldn't be.
So they can plaster them in places it shouldn't be.
We're actually kind of like,
See how long?
A-hole sniffs glue?
See how long we can get one to stick on a cop car before they notice.
Oh shit!
Anyone? No?
don't put that out there, but also do it.
We did not condone that. Just saying.
Officially.
And don't take a picture and put it on Instagram and tag us. Do not do that.
like
Hashtag Band Practice Podcast, but which, by the way, we own that fucking hashtag. 32 tags, it's all us. We own Band Practice Podcast.
fuck yeah. Hashtag chaos continues.
I would assume that's how it works.
And what I'd like to do too is
Well, I
eventually
thought
get
somebody
one.
else would have like done it first, but no, it's all us.
There's
Well, no, because if you type in band practice on YouTube or even band practice podcast, you get 1,000 really shitty artists trying to practice music.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
We really didn't think the name through on that end.
Yeah, that. Honestly,
No.
our album Exceptions, that was part of, because I came up with the idea for that name because it's not a word, how it's spelt out. It's a combination of acceptance and exceptions, and the beauty of it was
Bless you.
the idea, works because making the album was a tough process.
But you,
Our band was a lot of chiefs and very few Indians.
But you
so
never-
it's very difficult to get it done. So
but you
the
weren't
idea
in a band and you don't play drums. Though.
I don't do any of that. But hypothetically, if I did, so it was very difficult to get that album done. So there was a lot of exceptions and acceptance involved.
Yeah.
So we just put those two together. The beauty of it is when you Google search that, that's the only fucking thing that comes up because it's a mix of two words and it doesn't exist.
People keep
So-
asking me, they're like, "Why is your podcast named Band Practice?" Like they don't get it, and I'm like, "Well,
There's a drum set next to us and a guitar.
Well,
That's
'cause
about it.
You've never been to band practice. That's why. So if you were ever in a band and you went to
Oh,
practice,
that's a good point.
You sit around, you drink beer, and you,
It's
and you
all-
talk a lot of shit.
It's
no
honestly,
one-
it's honestly about 50-50, talking shit and then doing what you're there to do.
Yeah.
And
That's a very good point. I never actually
and
thought
no
about
one,
it like that.
And no one owns band practice. Band practice doesn't count. You're just fucking around. You're supposed to fuck around. That's the point of band practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that that makes a ton of sense. Like
that you
I
thought about
questioned,
it.
yeah, because I questioned
Thank you. It was
I
mine.
questioned you the other day when I got here about like, all right, so when I'm on here, how about this? We actually talk about fucking band practice shit because you never do. And yes, I know because you don't listen. Blah 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 blah. Because I haven't heard the recent ones with music talk involved.
Yeah.
However, that now makes way more sense as to why that would be the case.
And we
That
also-
totally makes sense.
And we also have occasionally music related people like
Not me, because I don't do anything.
Well,
No.
like you and Wes
and Flip.
like not
Flip,
me.
and then we're trying to get Drew. He's probably going to come on at one point.
Drew.
Oh, you and I have had this conversation. You guys are friends on Facebook, but you can't figure out why. But he fucking
Wait, is
loves
that the guy from Colbert?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I saw a picture of him the other day because my uncle was saying, "You know Drew, right? You know Drew." I'm like,
I was saying that 2 months ago to you.
yeah, but you didn't show me a picture.
Yes, I did.
All right, maybe you did. But fuck you. I
We
don't
went
like
to
you. I wouldn't answer you right anyways.
Me and Slutton. That's fair. Me and Slutton went to high school with him. Like,
Wait, who?
He looks very familiar, but at the same time,
1 year
I've
below
been
me.
involved with so many different bands over the years that it's hard to.
Yeah.
whore.
Well, he also did. He was a guitar tech for 30 Seconds to Mars. I think
Yeah,
it was for
yeah.
a while.
Oh,
Was
wow.
touring. Now he's got his own little deal going on. He's got a
Did he
band.
have to watch Jared Leto like
I think so.
do dirty things?
I don't know, but
That's why we wanted him on the podcast. I want to
Yeah,
hear those
we wanna- I
stories.
wanna- ask about
They're
it.
there.
I wanna
I've
ask about
heard a lot from people that have worked with and around, and that guy is fucked. He is so fucked. I don't remember the intricacies, but they're really. As much as I love
Is
him,
it worse than his Joker?
Probably not.
Thank you. Appropriate growl.
Probably not. However, I will say that I I love the guy as an actor. He's a great actor. He does what he does very well. However,
Not as Joker.
not as Joker. Agreed. But at the same time, was that specific art, like from an art direction? Was that specifically his call?
Yes. He had
Was it really?
he had very much free reign over that Joker. interpretation.
Because of Heath Ledger. They were
'cause they didn't know- they
because
didn't know
Heath
what to do.
Ledger made that Joker, so they're like, "Hey, man,
That's-
do you?" kind of thing.
That's the template. Yeah.
Gotcha. Instead of just saying this is the type of Joker you're going to be. That makes sense.
That makes it suck worse.
It's kind of a disappointment. Well, look, he had some glory years.
Yay,
He had some
Warner
good years.
Brothers. Yay, Warner Brothers.
He was great in Lord of War. He was great
Yes,
in
yes, he was, yes.
And,
yeah.
And what's the Heron movie? Fuck.
Or Requiem for a
Thank
Dream.
you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Fuck yeah.
That's when I
Incredibly
realized.
good.
That's when I realized.
That's my favorite. That's my most favorite depressing ass movie of all time.
That's why
Yeah.
I love it, but I can't watch it again because I just want to kill
Yeah.
myself afterwards.
Well, afterwards, I just feel disgusted.
And fucking Marlon
I don't-
Wayans in that flick, man.
yeah, because arms
Yeah,
so good.
killed
Cut
it.
Off, yeah.
Fucking killed it. That is definitely one of the.
Hey,
top.
Have you ever read the book?
haven't.
I've heard it's way worse. It's,
It's
way,
way the
raunchier.
fuck worse. It's way
I mean, better.
worse.
I mean,
Yeah.
But like in terms of like what they go into,
Yeah.
holy shit.
But like, fuck, I can't remember the character's name, but Jennifer Connelly's character, her character is actually,
Ass to ass. Yeah,
well, that and
that's her name.
Well, if that's the light.
Okay, so
if that's the light version,
so
Jesus.
ass to ass girl is like they're actually getting like when they're starving for shit, they're both scoring and not telling each other. They're both getting exactly what they need and fucking lying.
By the way, can I make a side note?
Yeah.
Am I the only one here that whenever I hear, I forget the actor's name, but ass to ass. Every time you hear him in anything or see him in anything, the only thing you can think of is him going ass to ass. Am I the only one that?
Well, hang on,
He
you know,
was-
you know
he
the
was-
author's in the movie.
Huh?
The author of the book is in the movie.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm talking about the black dude.
yeah. He
I
was.
forget his name. He's
No,
like
no,
in a
no,
lot
he-
of things.
No,
He
but
was
he's
in-
not the one that says ass to ass.
No, he's not.
He's the one. No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's not.
No,
Bullshit.
he's not.
No, he's not.
No,
He's
that's
not.
Aronofsky.
Aronofsky
That's
says that?
Aronofsky.
No.
It's
Yes,
either
yes.
Aronofsky or the author.
It's not the black guy though.
I thought it was him.
No, he's the
I thought it was
orchestrator of all
David,
that.
whatever the fuck his name
The
is.
black guy is Goliath from the Gargoyles animated series.
I did
same
not
guy.
know that.
Was he really?
Yes,
Well, because he does
because
a
his
lot
voice
of.
is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, and
Yeah.
he does a lot of video games, and I play a lot of fucking video games,
But not drums.
So when
But not
never
drums.
never done in my life.
You don't watch classic movies either, apparently.
I don't do that. No.
Yeah.
But every time I hear his voice, that's all I pick. All right, so even if I'm wrong about who said it, for some reason, that's all I hear.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I hear him, ass to ass, I'm just like, God damn it. I can't. He ruined his own fucking career for me.
Here's the thing. Even if Krebs and I are wrong, you already said you don't want to watch it again, so you can't go check.
I didn't say that. He did.
No, I did. Yeah.
I've watched
all
it.
right.
I've watched it a couple times since
Yeah.
then. Every time I'm done with it, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna. I'm
I'm gonna
just
get my shit together. I'm gonna start going to the gym.
That's right.
I'm on a diet now.
Uh,
I'm gonna
That's
drink.
it.
I'm only gonna drink water.
I'm going to watch Pumping Iron.
That's right. I'm gonna watch Pumping Iron,
One Pumping Iron.
and then the
And go
next
pray
day,
to the fucking Iron Gods.
and then the next day I get shitty. It's just fact of
have you
life.
seen Pumping Iron?
I have not. But
It's on Netflix.
but no bullshit.
Is it
I need
really?
a
Bullshit.
DVD.
No, it is.
No bullshit.
Seriously?
It's on
No,
Netflix.
I get
It's
it.
on Netflix now.
I'm not
No,
denying that.
no,
but
no,
I'm
no,
saying
no.
that I need the DVD.
It's at Monkey's house.
It's at Monkey's house.
Exactly.
I know exactly where it is.
I need it.
By the way,
Because I have a copy, but I'm not giving you my last one.
Can we get?
What? You have multiple copies of this?
I have one here, and then Monkey's
And
got
then
the
a
other.
loner.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What do you mean unbelievable? Fuck you. It's amazing.
You literally
It's fucking amazing.
You literally make up 50% of Arnold's revenue for that fucking for that
This
whatever it
year,
is.
This year.
No, I don't. I know plenty of people that love that movie. How do you think I got into it?
the gummy bear of
mistake?
Candicornia.
No.
What?
The governor of Canticonia. The greatest actor in the world.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've never seen it. It's got Lou Ferrigno in it.
Take a pepperoni and punch it to your head.
It's got Lou Ferrigno in it, man.
What is it exactly?
It's a documentary.
So what? Lou and Arnold were like pumping iron.
They were competing for Miss Olympia.
And explain how that works.
Oh, is that all it is? Is that what it is? Is like the
It's a lead,
the lead up to Mr.
And
Olympia?
it's Arnold's last Mr. Olympia. And literally the only reason he went for this title again, because he'd already won 6 times in a row, The only reason he went for a 7th was because they were going to film this. If they weren't filming this movie, he would not have gone for a 7th.
Did he get that one?
Yeah, of course he won. It's
Of course he
fucking
did.
Arnold. Who the fuck? You think Lou Ferrigno won? The fuck out of here.
I don't know.
Arnold looks like he's a fucking god.
He was a god. He's still
is. He's like
still
fucking-
amazing.
He's like fucking 90 years old.
He's a god.
shredded.
He's a god for his age.
No, I actually saw.
Well, I don't know because most of them got that fucking weird steroid belly now. So
Yeah, he doesn't have that.
No,
he's
no.
still shredded and beast.
I actually saw an episode of Epic Mealtime.
Yeah.
Where they cooked an ostrich egg on
On it.
Arnold's tank.
Yeah, on a tank.
Oh
the
my
heat.
god, that's amazing.
Wait,
Because
what
he
does that
owns
mean?
a tank.
What do you
owns
mean
the
on
tank.
his? Oh, on like
On the metal. Because it's hot.
when we say tank, we're talking
They were in the desert
Yeah.
and it was 120 degrees. They
on
cracked it-
a military tank.
that he owns.
Yeah.
By the way, he owns a tank.
Jesus fucking
So
Christ, that's
they-
awesome.
Because why not?
They,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
take a grinder this thing, cut this fucking egg open, and dump it on the tank and cook
And
it
it
right
cooks
there.
it right there?
Yeah,
God.
they cook it on the
Yeah,
tank.
that's crazy what those motherfuckers sit inside of. That's batshit.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. In the middle of fucking desert, literally cooking inside there.
Well, you don't cook inside there. That shit's got AC. Relax.
It does now.
Yeah, it does now.
It does now, yeah.
Not in World War II.
You think it did in like the Gulf War?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
I don't know. Things are
How
pretty
long?
stripped down.
How long did the Gulf War last? 30 seconds? Like,
And besides,
we
hour
had-
and a half.
We had the tech.
And there wasn't a lot of tanks going on. That was a lot of Humvees.
They were just driving around.
Well,
they were just cruising.
Well, okay, and that was really where we started to do the scorched earth technique. We would carpet bomb. Well, first we would target bomb, carpet bomb, and then we would just throw troops in, and what was ever left standing, we would just kick over.
I'm pretty sure Genghis Khan and a bunch of others did the scorched
Genghis
earth.
Khan?
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that's how it's actually. That's
a
actually
game.
how it's pronounced.
That's a game with blocks.
Is it really?
Jenga
Yeah,
Khan.
Jenga Khan. I like that. That's awesome. We should make that Jenga Khan. That's so good.
If you don't win, you just kill everybody and fuck your wives.
I believe him and many other people have adopted the scorched earth policy long before by salting the earth.
Yeah. That's it's not as,
Oh, and by, of course, leaving rotting bodies
I think the Spartans did that
across the
first.
landscape.
Well, we didn't leave bodies.
Do you
laying
ever
around.
listen to Dan Carlin's?
No.
I have
don't
some.
change the subject.
I
You
have
have,
some.
right?
No, it's good.
No, seriously. Like, tell that man. It really is fucking amazing.
Especially the cons. Well,
The Wrath of the Khan?
Thank you.
Fucking
That one's good.
unbelievable. That's one
What
of the...
is
Dan
it's
Carlin's
like 4
Wrath of the
hours
Khan.
that you don't realize you just lost
4 hours, my ass. Each one is 4 hours,
Yeah.
and there's like fucking 5 or 6 of them. It was something that I heard on Rogan
Yeah.
and
Rogan bump.
Rogan Bump,
Jerry.
and he was obsessed with Dan Carlin's podcast.
Had him on twice.
And no bullshit. They're one of the as you get older. When I was a kid, I didn't give a fuck about history whatsoever. No care whatsoever for history.
Is that why you dropped out?
No, there's many other reasons. But as I've gotten older, history is really interesting to me, but I want it told in a certain way. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be like, and then he went here and he did that.
You want the fucking nitty gritty. You want the shit they won't tell you.
Yeah, exactly. I want the fucking the crazy shit. And Dan Carlin has a way. He has he has a very specific way in how he tells everything.
He plans it out very well.
And it's so well told, and it's so like gripping, and it's the only reason you can watch or listen to a 4 to 5 hour podcast. 4 to 5 hour podcast straight with 5 to 6 parts, and it's and he repeatedly he tells you like, I don't even have time to tell you about the nitty gritty, like to go further. And it's already like a 14-hour, 15, 16-hour event.
And there's something about his voice, though. His voice is very calming. Like, if that voice told me, I'm sorry, I have to punch in the face. I'm like, all right. Well, go ahead.
I probably won't be doing anything new like that for.
You really should.
I'm just saying, probably not until February.
Why? What's up?
I'm reading a book
Okay.
called books
As soon as you can.
called Human Action.
As soon as you can, download Wrath of the Khans. It is hands down the best podcast history thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. It's
Hashtag Matt reads
amazing.
books.
Hashtag Matt reads books.
He does.
and it is
little known fact.
It's a giant economics series of books called Human Action.
So you can realize how fucked we are.
No, I already know how fucked we are. I'm just
Okay.
interested in that stuff. I don't know.
You just realize you're just interested in the mechanics of how we're going to be fucked.
I already know how we're gonna be fucked. by next, I think it was they said by like 2020, we're going to be paying more on our interest than our GDP.
We're actually at about zero right now, so we are.
Yeah. We're
What do we owe now?
more than ungodly known, and yeah,
More than the GDP of like half of the countries combined.
Well, and Social Security is going to be completely dried up in the next.
Oh well, dude. I knew I knew at 15 that I wasn't getting Social Security. I'm like, why am I paying in something that I will never ever see?
Oh, you might
People need to stop fucking. Just saying.
you might get some. You'll be like 75 if you make it that far, and
won't.
then you'll get your first check.
For $14.50.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like they already had to take money out of the postal workers' pension fund to keep Social Security.
How would they do a
afloat.
shitty job anyways? Fuck those guys.
There's only one postal
suck.
worker I trust, and that's my dad.
All right.
Wah wah.
All right. Well, as a whole,
Well, no, but the funny thing about
as
him
a whole, USPS is really the devil's anus. It's really the worst.
No, absolutely it is. And the you can actually roll over vacation days, and my dad never took them, so I'm using quote fingers, retired. He just calls out every day and uses his vacation
Until
days.
he's retired?
So he's not. Yeah, until he retires.
And you can't do shit.
You know,
That's right, bitch. I'm in a union.
Actually, he's not.
I thought the post office
You're
was
supposed to
union.
be. He didn't sign it.
God damn. That's fucking old school.
nice. Yeah, no, we're absolutely fucked because, like I said, the national debt, not the spending that we're currently doing, which is adding to that because we've been operating at a deficit for
Though it's real bad.
forever
Yeah.
now. It's massive, and all these assholes want to spend more fucking money, and the only way out of it is either we're going to massively raise the taxes on the citizenry without starting new programs, which has never happened in the history of the U.S.
Because you
Every
need
time-
a means to
pay it
justify.
off.
Yeah.
Well, every time we raise a new tax, we start a new program. That's
Yeah.
how we do it. It's never
Well,
been
because
done-
when you
never
sell
been done
when you
differently.
sell a tax hike, you have to. Well, it's for this, not like it's so we don't fucking implode. If people
The
somehow it's hard to justify paying more for something that you're not tangibly getting, and that's in quotations, tangibly
So-
getting.
And the other option is to just completely stop spending fucking money,
Yeah,
which the federal government's
Not gonna happen.
do.
It's not gonna
No
happen.
way.
I don't care if an independent gets in there, a Republican. It doesn't matter. It's just not gonna happen.
I really just want to stop all government spending. All of it. All of
Or
it.
at least bring it to a trickle. You know,
No, all of it.
bring it,
all of it.
Bring it
Gone.
to a.
Fuck them all. Fuck them all.
Are you talking like pulling a Coolidge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do that?
Oh yeah.
They call him the lame duck president because he did
He
absolutely
was kind of
nothing.
like the greatest
The
libertarian president by accident.
greatest president of all time. You know why? Because he fucking didn't do anything, and that's the way it's supposed to fucking be. You're not supposed to be fucking making laws and fucking with people. Like I said before, everybody just wants to be left the fuck alone, and that's what a president is there just in case. It's not a fucking I have to do things to justify my goddamn position.
And that's
To
the
break
problem.
glass in case of emergency.
And that's the problem
Yeah.
with the election process. Is the election process is based off of making a bunch of promises to people that I want this to be different.
No,
And then you make a
it's
bunch of
not.
promises. You start changing shit and do this and do
it's
that.
not. People
And
expect
it's-
that because they don't understand what a republic is. Because everyone always talks about democracy. Nobody talks about a republic.
Yeah, we're not a democracy.
We're not a fucking democracy. And I hate when people are like, well, I'm a socialist, but I'm democratic. No. Democracy in and of itself is fucking tyranny. It's mob rule, and it's
Yeah.
stupid.
Because if you get 90% of the country pissed about one thing, whether it's a good thing to be pissed about or not, they're going to vote a certain way.
If we went straight up democracy, there would be no black people left in this country because they all would have been lynched in the fucking 50s and 60s.
Okay.
There would barely be any fucking women because we all would have fucking slit their fucking throats.
Oh, so we'd be China.
Yeah, exactly. Because fucking democracy in and of itself is tyranny and stupid, and it's bad. It's a bad fucking idea. But when you mix that with a republic where you have constitutionally protected rights that are not up to a popular vote,
Things are supposed to be untouchable. Yeah.
exactly, then you have
And you
something
have
there.
states that are constitutionally separated from each other. It gives you an entirely different landscape.
Yes.
All right. So Elon Musk for president. We get into space. We live somewhere else. Fuck this place.
We drive his cars. In
Not
space.
in your life.
We drive his cars in space.
Yeah.
And that original Roadster is just fucking beep, beep, floating through space.
I love how they asked him, like, why'd you do that? He's like,
Because I can.
Why not?
I own the fucking rockets. I owned the Tesla. naturally you put them together, and that motherfucker's out there. Just saying.
Dude.
Look, of all the ways that you can fucking like instill your legacy, like I want a statue. But first off, a statue.
One bad flood, it's gone.
Yeah, one bad flood, or some people that just don't like your ass, fucking topple a fucking car in space. Good luck, motherfucker. Go get it. I fucking dare you, faggot. Go for it.
Hey, that guy made that steam-powered rocket.
Oh yeah,
Is that
I heard
true?
about that.
Is it
hear
steam
about
powered? No.
He didn't get very far.
Yeah, he was a flat earther.
He killed the whole town.
He was a flat earther, and he built this steam-powered rocket, and he got a bunch of shit about taking off. They weren't going to let him take off, like I think it was FAA and shit.
Right.
He took off anyway. But
Yeah, he planned it for November and did it in September.
His whole plan was I'm going to get high enough and prove the Earth is flat, and then I'll come back and telling everybody.
Oh yeah.
And so
Wait, was it a manned rocket?
yeah.
Oh my god!
He went up in a fucking steam-powered rocket. He took off. He crashed.
How do you think this is gonna? Well, if you think the Earth is flat, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
He crash landed like a motherfucker. Went in the hospital, broke ribs and shit. And
If that doesn't-
they asked him. This is the best part. They asked him. So is the Earth flat or curved? He's like, I didn't get high enough.
If that if that doesn't highlight everything about a flat earther, smart enough to get away with doing some sort of technical thing to try to quote prove a point,
But not high enough
but
to get the
so fucking stupid.
truth. Not high enough to get the truth.
Yeah, but not high enough to get the truth.
We're just talking. Okay, let's think about this though. All right, think about it. He's just getting into rocket science now. It's not like he graduated MIT. Otherwise, he never would have gone with steam power, right? Because how many people?
I don't know. I don't know how many governments have tried to make steam powered rockets.
right? Like
Sea fly.
like rocket power here. It's been pretty well, decided at this point. Okay, you need a combustion fuel, like combustive fuel with an explosive force that you channel a thrust, and that's how you propel things.
And you have enough. The thing is, you have to understand that you need enough of a condensable fuel source that can create a much larger amount of energy for a larger amount of time than steam. Once you run through your fucking steam, how do you create steam fast enough without like nuclear fusion or fission? It doesn't exist. You can't fucking do it unless you had a nuclear reactor in there making steam. That ain't happening.
Houston, we're out of water.
I fully imagine this guy is like in New Mexico somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, like graduated.
Right where he belongs, mind you.
Yeah, graduated from Nova,
Nova Southeastern.
like
Fucking Phoenix.
Phoenix Online. Like
He should have gone to IGT Tech.
That's it.
He graduated.
Tech is in the word
I
or in the
guarantee-
name.
I bet he graduated from Phoenix Online College, and with his dial-up internet connection, and on his
On
1992
flat Earth sciences.
on his Dell computer.
No, Gateway.
Gateway.
Oh, boom! There it
I
is.
had a Gateway in 2001.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they still a thing?
I don't know.
Gateway?
Hardly.
But yeah, he
No, those cows all died
I fully expect
They
that
sent you with like a free squishy cow with every computer.
because that's so relatable to cow to
I still have them
computer.
in storage somewhere.
The only thing that
I used to play the shit
only-
out of Diablo 2 on my Gateway.
the only link is that cow and computer both start with CO. That's like literally the only why a cow?
I've never actually thought about that.
Like why a cow? Computers and cows.
Market research shows people love cows.
Cows are slow and stupid, and you're selling a computer that's supposed to be fast and smart.
I don't know. Cows are really like.
Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Dude, fuck Dell. I have Dell for my prop making paint booth. I have 6 Dell server fans. They're like this big. It's like 1.5 by 1.5, but they're like 20,000 RPMs. Put it this way: 6 of these tiny little fans take 10.5 amps. They draw 10.5
What the
amps.
fuck?
Yeah, that's how fucking crazy these things are. So I took 6 of them and I zip tied them all together by their little corners. So I have a little bank of them, wired them all together, and the only way, I mean, how do you find a 12-volt power source that can give you 10.5 amps. There's no wall wart that does that. Not anyone that you'd have to
would
go
you
look
fucking
for.
wire a bunch of batteries together?
No. Someone had suggested use a car battery. I'm like, that would work, but I don't know if I want a car battery sitting next to my fucking paint booth. So I got a computer power supply. All this was courtesy of my IT department. That's the beauty of working where in a situation where I do. My IT department, they're just excited to see me do something ridiculous with server fans. So, dude, I fucking power these things up, and I took a video of it, and I have like plastic sheeting down.
Do they create lift?
They would, dude. I could make a hovercraft out of these fucking things. There's so much air movement. It's absolutely batshit insane. So,
Have you done that yet?
huh?
Have you done that yet? Like making a hovercraft?
Hovercraft? No. I'm not there yet. First, I need to finish my paint project.
But by the way, watching you do ridiculous things is why I hang out with you every time. that's my entire process.
I'll show you the video after the podcast. I took a video of what these things do. So there's a plastic tarp sheet thing that I'm working on top of so I don't fuck up the carpet. And I plug this thing into a computer power supply. And fucking ready for liftoff, and I fucking plug it in, and you just see the sheets going like crazy. And then I take my vape and blow it like the fans are here, and I blow it like 3 feet away, and every square inch of vape smoke, no matter where it is, just goes boom, shoom, right into there. Like if I had the fans right in front of me and I blew the smoke like 3 feet away parallel to it, it would go and right into it. It moves so much air and it's so violently loud. It sounds like a military drone. And then I put it on top of a filter, and then my paint booth is a glorified
Cardboard box.
It's a cardboard box that's like double. It's like double ply cardboard, like a hard cardboard.
Oh, that good cardboard.
That good shit, no. And then I cut a hole in
Does
the
she
top
get to
of
the
it.
liquor store before you move?
What's that?
No, whenever you move, you go get boxes from the liquor store.
No.
It's real good
It's
cardboard.
my diet. It's my diet. I have my meals shipped to me for my diet, and they put it in really good quality boxes. And I have no use for any of the insulation that they send to me because it's packed with insulation and dry ice, and then these fucking crazy heavy boxes. And I have no use for any of it. I used as much of the insulation as I could when I put my a little air conditioning in my sliding glass door. I made like a slot that can go in my sliding glass door and lock in. So it was just plywood. And I'm like, well, I need insulation. Oh yeah, and just spray glued that shit on there. Fucking yeah, boy.
Elmer's that shit.
Yeah, exactly. If it keeps my fucking food cold, it'll keep me warm. Cold, warm, whatever.
It insulates.
So yeah, I put these fucking things on the top of this hole in the box, and when I airbrush or spray paint in there, there's a goddamn atom of paint that doesn't go through that filter because there's so much air movement. But when I start that fucking thing up, you can hear that like 2 streets down. That's just like wah! Like it's 20,000 RPMs and it's 6 of them.
What the?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the craziest sound ever. Shit's fucking wild, man.
Nice.
Yeah, super fun. So I get to play with some fun stuff at work.
I think the last thing I built was that guitar cab, the cabinet right there, the speaker cabinet.
Which looks awesome, by the way.
Thank you. I
How long ago was that? That was a while, right?
that one? No. The one I built before it was
Maybe
a while
that's
ago.
the one I'm remembering.
That's the one you're remembering. That one.
Yeah.
That one was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
That one. Not that one. The first one I built, I put strips of LED lights inside of it.
Nice.
And
By the
I
way,
had-
it
I-
sounds really good, by the way.
Thank you.
Just so you know. What kind of speakers are in that?
Those are Eminence Texas Heat,
Oh, so you went out.
16 ohm.
You bought them for it.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, I did.
Did you put a crossover and shit in it? Or is it just wired direct?
It's just wire direct.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds great. Honestly sounds very good.
I double wired it, so there's a stereo connection and a mono connection on it. So
Yeah,
whichever way I
you
plug
can't.
in.
You guys can't see this cab, but it looks very nice. It's stained very nice. The wood grain pops. It's even has like
put handles on the sides.
The recessed handles and shit. It looks really good.
Put casters on the bottom and shit. It's nice.
Really good. Because most of the time when people make their own things, they don't put any sort of mesh grill on it. And he has put a nice, not tweed, but whatever that black
screen.
Yeah, screen. Whatever black screen stuff. It's not.
I just use screen from the porch, but it's literally.
Oh my god! I was gonna ask you. Is that actually what that is?
From Home Depot? Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Nice.
Fuck guitar specific shit. That's just too expensive. I went with aluminum frame. Fucking
Yeah. It's literally the only reason I put it there was to protect the cones.
Yeah, of course.
That's its sole purpose.
Mike, are you still here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Mike, where'd you go?
Hashtag alienating.
I went to the bathroom and went to get beer.
Like, wait. I thought that was Crep's job.
It was, but
No. You go to the bathroom, you come back, and you look at Krebs and you say, chop, chop, motherfucker.
I did snap at him earlier.
And I brought you a
and
beer.
he obliged. He did oblige.
He did.
Apparently, someone's trying to take my job.
I mean, I brought you one because
You looking for
hashtag free market?
you looking for employment?
reciprocity.
I'd hate to break it to you, spoiler, I'm not making anything right now.
I was
so-
going to say, are you looking for employment? Are you willing to work for less than free? You have to give us stuff.
Oh,
to
right.
get our
You're
beers.
executive producer. or some
And
shit,
in the
so you're
spirit
involved.
of Squeak, you know what you got to do.
Fuck your
Bark at
mouth.
everything?
Fillet myself.
Bark at everything? Bark at everything? I don't know. Chase
Come
the
on.
ball?
We know what Squeak's qualities are here on the podcast. You know what they are in the house. We know what they are on the podcast.
He's my little alarm system, man. I know when anybody walks by.
Why he sucks his dick whenever someone comes over.
You're not going to get off that, are you?
Well, that's the most interesting thing about the dog. I've never seen any other dog do it before.
Have you seen the
Have you
ball?
owned a dog?
Yeah.
Have you seen the ball he plays with that I got him?
Oh my god! So for Christmas, Matt got Squeak, which is a Dachshund that is
Like-
roughly half a foot tall,
He's 10.1 pounds.
10.1 pounds. He's half a foot tall and maybe 1 foot long, and he has a ball that is taller than him, and
A tennis ball.
a tennis ball in the style of almost like a child's bowling ball, essentially.
Yeah.
And this fucking dog within, all right, little bit of a preface. Most of he has other enlarged tennis balls that aren't quite like, they're not monstrous, but they're bigger than normal tennis balls. And what he does
They're
is
big enough he can't get his mouth around them.
yes,
which is
so
hilarious
he
to me.
eats up the green fuzz, so it looks like an afro ball. So he has something to grab onto. Within a minute, this fucking dog knows exactly what he's doing, and he's already shredding the outside so that he has something to grab onto. And he's running around with this fucking ball that's bigger than he is in his mouth. It's amazing. I love that dog.
Yeah.
Wish you wouldn't forget who I am every 45 seconds. That's just kind of annoying.
Keep waiting.
Yeah.
He still bites me. I'm here all the time.
Oh, you mean when you're walking away from him?
Yeah.
And he does the thing behind your leg?
Oh, yeah.
And if as soon as you turn around, he's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" As soon as you turn back around and walk, he's like, "What, motherfucker? What?"
I got mind control over Debo.
He fucking drew blood last time. That was
Did he
cool.
really?
Did he really?
Yeah.
On what? Your hand?
Yeah, man.
What, you like roughhousing with him like that?
Like I was petting him and going to the bathroom, and like he nipped me as I was leaving. So I'm not sure how to take that because you were pissed at me for showing up, and you pissed me for leaving. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
I've dated that girl, but I still don't know how to deal with
I was
it.
going to say,
and the
that
d-
sounds like one of your exes.
Yeah.
And the dog is male, so I don't know how to handle that.
He's Squeak.
special.
He does what he wants.
He is Squeak. He's a special dog.
Yeah.
He's a cool dog. I like him.
I like him. Keep him around.
He's allowed.
He hates Monkey though.
Yes. Oh God, he hates Monkey. He's not playing with Monkey. He's not playing
Like at all?
At all.
No.
He's trying to eat Monkey. Monkey wears long pants every time he comes here because the dog will bite him.
Okay, so let's try to figure this out a little bit.
My dog hated him too.
Let's try to figure this out a little bit. All right, so I made a joke last time about him being more of the darker skinned variety, being a Mexican gentleman. But I think you've had darker skinned people in here and he doesn't do that, yes?
Correct.
So what the fuck is it about Monkey that he
I
hates?
don't know. I have no idea.
He's not even a bad person.
No, he's a sweetheart.
Monkey's
Monkey's
like
a goddamn sweetheart.
He's a nice guy. I don't know. The dog hates him.
I don't know. It's so strange. Well, okay, I can sympathize with this because my cat fucking loathes.
Cider. fucking hates me.
Loathes him.
He hates me so much, he will growl at spots that I'm not there at anymore.
Yeah.
I've walked out to have a cigarette and come back inside. He is hissing
at the spot in which he was sitting 10 minutes prior.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the craziest shit. Like Sid is essentially Sid, my cat, is Garfield. He's fat, he's orange, he's lazy as fuck.
Yeah, Tabby.
I don't know if he likes
I was about
lasagna.
to say, you feed him lasagna?
I don't know. I don't know if he likes it. We haven't tried. It
How
might
does
be
he feel about Mondays?
That was good. But for some reason, he absolutely detests crepes. He wasn't a big fan of Royce. It took him Royce lives there every single day.
Apparently
So.
nobody is, though.
Wow.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I'm going by public consensus. I've never heard anybody say a nice thing about Royce. I'm not saying
That's
they're not there.
awful.
I just haven't heard it.
I like Royce.
Okay, there you go. You heard your first one.
I like Royce.
But he occasionally blocks you on Facebook because he can't talk to you.
Well, because, you know.
Until I heard the
facts
Facebook thing, I thought Royce was an animal because that was the thing we were on.
Well, Royce
no.
He could be.
Royce is a huge Democratic socialist, and
Okay.
for a while, every time he posted something on Facebook, I would, you know,
Engage in civil
Yeah,
discourse.
we'll just use engage.
I would engage and I would explain why his ideas were bad and specifically why they were bad, and then give historical examples of why his ideas were bad.
Right.
And then he would get mad.
And
Sounds
not
like your brother.
try to
It would be-
provide any counterpoints.
Mostly his counterpoints involved, well, nobody's done it right.
Gotcha. Okay, so every socialist
Yes,
counterpoint.
yes,
Got
yes,
it.
yes. So he was all about Bernie Sanders and this and that.
I was about Bernie Sanders too.
We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes.
I don't think so. I don't think.
I absolutely.
I think he
do.
has a utopian vision that's not plausible. But I think there is some
Why is it not plausible?
because everyone wants perfection, and it is not fucking possible. It's not a perfect world.
It's not a thing. Perfection
It's
is a
not.
thing.
It's
His utopia is not perfection. His utopia is you own nothing, and it's not about you. It's about the group, and you have no rights. The group, whatever benefits the group, is what's better. That's his idea. His idea is fuck you. We win.
By the way, the whole free college thing, you know what his wife did?
Oh,
for a
I didn't.
living?
I did not agree with that. By the
Okay.
way,
You know,
and yes, I know what happened with his wife.
He's under investigation now. It's great.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. I think his ideas were terrible from the get-go, and I don't understand how he's still in office.
So Sid really hates Royce too. Really hates him, and what I think it is gentlemen that have
Sid hates Sid,
a level of testosterone.
So
I think it's the scent.
Has Sid read Economics in One Lesson? Because that's probably why
No,
he
he
hates
actually
Bernie Sanders too.
no, he actually reads. Sid reads a lot of Ayn Rand. Big fan, big fan.
Smart cat.
So, absolutely detest him, and I don't. Did he ever come around to you?
We said?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was there at Thanksgiving because I thought that maybe like a different environment, different landscape, different entire point on this planet, we'd be cool. Oh, no. I walk in.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's only certain guys. It's never women. Never women. It's never me. It's never. It's always only men. So that's why I think it has something to do with like maybe like scent or testosterone or some sort of thing that you put off or whatever.
I thought maybe it's smoking because I quit that, but I'm doing this. So maybe like if I come back again, we'll like.
No, I don't think so because Royce never smoked, and I Shy smoked, and he was never put off by that. Like it was ridiculous.
It could just be it could just be assholes because I definitely am an asshole, and I'm not going on a patch for that.
I don't know if Royce is an asshole. I wouldn't call him an asshole. He's
I've never
nice.
never known Royce to be an asshole.
So, man, I don't think that's it either. I don't know. I think it just has something to do with sense, something that we can't sense as a with our limited scent. And I don't know, something just really fucking pisses off that cat because he'll walk by and he'll just go and fucking whack, like fucking give him a good old swat.
Bim's
And he's
like
the
that.
most fucking like calm. Like the cat doesn't move. He just sits in the same goddamn space.
Eats lasagna and
forever.
bitches about Mondays.
That's what I'm saying. and tries to fuck over Odie. It's ridiculous.
He's so fucking lazy that like
Because this wire is pulling and almost knocked over the box.
your cat's so fucking lazy that like I've passed out on your couch.
Yeah.
And he sat on the armrest of the couch
And just hissed at you the whole time?
No, hissed at me till I woke up. He's like, I hate you, but I'm not moving.
You are. Yeah, no, it's very comical. He absolutely detests them. So I think there's some similarities there. I don't know what they are. I don't know what Monkey has that Squeak doesn't like. But is it
No one
only
does.
Monkey?
Monkey's the only one I've seen him act that way. Like he's aggressively like fuck you about Monkey.
Consistently? Or does he calm down?
Every fucking time.
Like even if he goes to pet him, doesn't matter.
Doesn't change. His demeanor does not change. The more he's around.
Is it like bite worthy? Like he'll go to snap at him?
That's why he wears long pants.
Is it when he if he reaches out to him too?
No. Just his presence.
Just his presence.
But I'm saying if he reaches out to pet him, is it like
Oh yeah.
He doesn't really get that far now.
He doesn't get that far. Usually if we're having a
So Monkey
gathering,
keeps his distance.
Usually if we're having a gathering, we put Squeak in the room and close the door, and that's it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, I've had plenty of friends, and I think I might have said this on the last podcast, but I've had plenty of friends that had dogs that were just absolutely, completely racist. 100% racist. The landscaping guy comes over, he's a black dude, and the dog just fucking hates him. Which is hilarious because, I mean, it's a dog. You'd think that they don't have the capacity to be racist.
I think that dog's ancestors grew up on like a plantation.
It's genetic. It's built into the DNA.
Hate that color.
I think at least you two. I don't think you ever met my dog Harley, Matt.
No, I didn't.
I met Harley.
No.
I love
You
Harley.
did, and I know you did.
Harley was sweet as fuck.
Racist as fuck.
I never saw
See,
that.
I'm telling you, it's a thing with dogs.
She hated monkeys. She hated
Scott?
Oh man,
Yeah, because
How do you hate Scott?
she hated Scott a lot.
because
they
dogs
probably-
are shallow.
and they probably weighed close to the same. Scott was a little dude, but yeah, man,
Oh wait,
I
so
hated the shit out of Monkey.
Wait, so she died though?
Yeah, she
Oh,
died a
I
couple
never
years
heard
ago.
this.
About a year and a half ago.
Wow, she dragged on for a long time. Cause
Yeah, she did.
I knew her
Border
from
collies
fucking- I knew
don't
her from
last
fucking-
that long.
I knew her from fucking high school days where I would sleep at your house and sleep over.
Yeah.
I was like 15.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she was 16 years old.
God damn. God damn. It's an old ass dog.
I liked Harley.
Frisbee dog.
Well, maybe not in the latter years.
No, she. she.
I see the frisbee. It's over there.
It doesn't mean I'm going for it. You
Matter
keep
of fact,
that shit.
I had to work when the clinic opened, so we could put her down. So my dad wound up putting her down, but I was coming back from night shift, and I jumped the fence to my parents' house where they were keeping her because I was in an apartment where I couldn't have her.
Right.
And I fed her a couple 7-Eleven hot dogs, and we just like laid there and chilled for a while. And,
7-Eleven hot dogs.
Did
Yeah,
your
those
mo-
things are fire.
Yeah.
They are.
Did your mom like tell her that Harley owes her money?
no, and she didn't kick her out either.
Did your mom vote to have her put down?
Yep, she voted yes. She voted yes.
I'm
but
sure it was involved.
she voted yes before they announced they were taking a vote.
But I mean, yeah.
She's the one that put the bill up there.
She might have injected it.
Oh,
I tell you what, though.
I wouldn't put it out. I wouldn't rule it out.
It's kind of weird because I have kids now. And when I was living in Orlando, Harley got out of the fence when I was living with my buddy Justin. And I was already at the bar with another friend of mine named Chris.
Cartier.
So, yeah, Cartier.
Yeah.
So I was at Red Lion. And that was like 2 or 3 blocks from my house. So I could walk there.
Is Red Line that really tiny place that Justin would play at?
yes.
Yeah,
and
Justin would play there,
It doesn't exist anymore.
Like when you
Which is
walk
sad,
in,
there's a lot of history there.
is that the place where you like
Twisted
walk
Tuesday.
in and the stage is like right there and
Yeah.
the bar is like
Yep, right there on the
an
left.
angle?
Bars on the right.
Oh, I
Yeah.
actually remember that. Okay.
Yeah, awesome.
And so Justin calls me and he's like, dude, your fucking dog. And I'm just, she's trained. I know she didn't shit on anything. What'd she do? Apparently, as soon as Justin opened the door, she fucking bolted. And she
Whoa.
made it out to 436.
I don't
So
know. Give me,
Cimarron.
give me. I don't
heading-
know
it's
location.
like
she's
US
heading-
1.
she's
It's like
heading-
US 1.
she's heading
Yeah, but how
south.
far is that from where you are?
Like 2 or 3 blocks.
She's heading south though.
So
And just kept going.
like I told the bartender, like, we'll be back, we gotta go.
Wait,
And
she
Cartier and
bolted
I
from
fucking
Red
sprint.
Lion?
No, she bolted from our house.
Oh, and
our
you were
house is
at
3
Red Lion.
blocks.
Okay, gotcha.
And so we're on one side, the highway's on the other. She's headed toward the highway. So we're at the bar, and Chris and I are fucking sprinting toward the highway. And she kind of looks like a tuxedo, I guess. She's mostly black, little white on the paws,
Yeah.
little white on the chest.
Penguin dog.
Real hard to see in the dark.
Yeah.
And
Like black people.
probably 9:30 at night.
Don't
Yeah, oh, yeah.
say that.
And And Justin couldn't keep up with her. Like, to catch my dog, you had to out attention span her. The border collies are real fast, dude.
Right.
And as soon as I caught up to her, we were almost at the highway. I just kind of whistled.
And she stopped like, oh, okay,
She
cool.
stopped. She came to me. I picked her up. I threw her over my shoulder. And I grumbled as I carried her back home. And she
The whole
fucking...
way?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wasn't putting her down again. I'm
Jesus
not
fucking
risking that
Christ.
shit. And then...
That's all it took was the right whistle?
Yeah. And then she was just super easy to deal with. She licked me on the cheek and I'm like, don't you fucking do that. I'm carrying you a fucking mile and a half.
She's like, hey, what's up, bro?
Fucking stop it.
I missed you. I was looking for you.
I went for a run. I went for a run. You weren't there, so I kept going. I was going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit sucks, man.
That is so not your dating history to your wife, by the way.
What, chasing her down and throwing her over the shoulder?
They always just left. Your wife stuck around. Apparently, that's why you kept Harley. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you get for real, though.
So does your missus come when you whistle?
No, but she didn't leave.
There's a double entendre there.
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't make because she's going to listen.
Unintentional.
She
but
might. She just started following us on Instagram.
She's been following us
she
on Podbean.
really?
Yeah,
say what you will. Isn't that supposed to be? Isn't that supposed to be a technique? The whistle technique? Isn't that a thing?
Like the wolf whistle from fucking Looney Tunes and shit?
I don't know if you're wolf whistling.
Hold on. Wait. Hold it there. We're 1 minute away
All right.
from the record. Final thoughts.
All
Kick
right.
him out.
No, we got to beat the
No,
record.
final thoughts. I'm
No!
gonna cut it with or without
I
final
want
thoughts.
the
I'm cutting
record.
it. I'm cutting
Don't
it.
do it.
I'm cutting it.
Okay,
Final
can we
thoughts.
have a consensus?
Final thoughts.
Don't break
Final
the
thoughts.
record.
Break the record.
Break the record.
We ain't breaking shit. I'm gonna cut it.
Is it a republic or a democracy?
Jay-Z, fuck
Republic.
you.
Republic. Jay-Z, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you because Matt's a cock.